and good evening and welcome to the final stream of not only today, but the final stream of my 4-day mammoth set of streams. I think I've done 10 or 11 live streams over the last 4 days. It's been pretty epic. I'm pretty exhausted, but there's time for one more. Rob's still here.
Howdy.
He's over there. Everybody else has gone home. The Wookiees have all been eaten. Not quite. We've got some more for later. The Ewoks have all been eaten.
Oh yeah, we chowed down on them.
And we are now playing my favourite Star Wars game. So earlier on today, we played Star Wars Rebellion. If you're interested, that video is on the channel. We did a 3.5-4 hour video of Star Wars Rebellion this morning, which is, in my opinion, probably the best Star Wars game. But Outer Rim is my favourite Star Wars game. And love playing it. Rob's agreed to stay, so we're going to be here. And yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I've been live streaming for the last 4 days. I've done about 10 or 11 streams. And the special thing about them is that none of the streams have been sponsored. So yeah, I've basically done all of these streams. None of them were paid for by any publishers. All of the advertising revenue has gone to charity. So a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for that. The face cameras are not on because I haven't turned them on yet, but I'm going to click some buttons and hopefully they will turn on. There's the first one. No, that's not on. There we go. We'll put these on. And then if I press this, okay, that's a freeze frame from earlier. Because I've unplugged the camera. There we go. There's me. Right, there's me. I will put the other one on, which is this. I'll get this here. Oh. Right. We suddenly realised what time it was. We were all downstairs talking about how bad episode 1 was. That we lost track of time. So let me sort out these cameras while Rob does the setup. Now you've played before, Rob, but not for a while.
It's been a while, so.
Is it going to work? Is it going to work? It is going to work. There we go. We are on. Let me move me across to there. Move that across to there. Yeah, so yeah, thank you very much to everybody for joining us, and hello if you are watching this back afterwards. You see the blue beverage? Yes, this is left by Beth earlier on, who brought lots of different blue beverages round, and some green ones and some brown ones. But yeah, they've all been here and left some drinks. So yes, if you like the content that I create and you want to support me and help me carrying on making videos like I've done in the last few days, you can support me at patreon.com/gaming rules. But off we go. Right. So how far are we with the setup?
The archers in place, the patrol fleets have all been deployed based on the new setup rules. I'm
These
just organising. Just organising the contracts now.
Are they the first ones?
This is the one.
Are they the first ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
One sponsor.
Yeah. And you've randomised the arch because there is a recommended setup.
Fully randomised for
the first game, but
those of us who are either experienced or know how to pick up a game quick.
We are going to be playing with the expansion, and we are going to be playing with ambitions, which provides an extra layer of complexity. But we're both up for it because I very rarely play with ambitions because I'm normally playing with new players. See how it goes. I will need a rules refresher myself on ambitions. See how it works. Right. Okay. So, is this the new one? That is the new one. And is this the new one? There we go. So player turns. That's the old player turn one. We don't want that. We want the new player turn one. New player turn. Ways to gain fame.
Fame.
I
want to live forever.
Okay, now it's supposed to be that we choose characters, but I'm happy to go just a random character and see what happens.
See what happens. One of these face down on each planet, but not the core one.
Yes. So they're in the expansion. They're new ones from the expansion.
Reference card, new reference card.
There you go. Both of them are double-sided, so there's a lot of information on there.
Cool. Oh, and that got knocked out of the ship deck.
Okay.
We both start with is it a G9 rigger?
Yeah, I mean, you can choose. You might want to look at what character you've got before you choose whether you have the one that's
different styles of ship, are there?
one of them moves slightly faster.
One's got a bit more cargo space or better guns.
Yeah, something like
the
that.
usual style of speed or adaptability.
We're going to get a bit of reflection from the overhead lights. So, yeah, what I might do is I might turn off the overhead lights. That means it's all going to go very dark for a minute.
Plunging us into darkness. Don't panic, everyone.
Don't panic. But now... Okay, and then what I'll do is I will just adjust the other lights. And then adjust this. Okay, how's that? That should be okay.
Now makes sense.
We shouldn't be getting any reflection.
So there's the specials, there's the two. There's a starting chip for you.
Cool.
Starting chip for me. So 5, 3, 4. 6.
And I'm not sure how best to have this laid out. I'm pretty sure we can zoom in quite a bit more than we actually are. Yeah, let's zoom in a bit.
Cargo mod crew.
Yeah, let's try that. This can go over here, which gives us plenty of space to put stuff.
Shift things around. So
Yeah, we can shift things around so that they're
is it like that?
mostly on camera.
Supposed to go together?
It's supposed to be, but it doesn't really matter.
Oh, so I'm just making.
Yeah.
Looks
And
alright.
then you'll have your ambition, which actually goes here. But we'll just put your ambition here. It doesn't really.
Well, base
yeah,
run,
put your ambition there.
Yeah.
That works. I don't know where my stuff's going to go. I'll do that in a minute.
Yeah, I think it's been a good day so far, hasn't it, Paul?
It's been a fantastic day so far. So I played Rebellion this morning. Then I had a couple of games of the Star Wars card game this afternoon, which were live streamed to Patreon supporters. Rob, you played
so I did the Star Wars deck
building
building game in the
game.
morning, then the Star Wars card game in the afternoon, and
Yeah.
now a good old session of every
Star Wars Outer Rim.
Outer Rim. Yep.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 characters. Pick a number from 1 to 16.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm Hera. Awesome.
And then pick a number from 1 to 15 for me.
12.
So 15, 14, 13, 12. I'm Hondo Arcana. Hondo Onaka. I think I've played that one before. I think.
So her basic goal is to annoy the Imperials. Fantastic.
Nice.
Yep. If she's when you lose Imperial reputation, if you already have negative reputation, gain 1 fame and flip this card.
Okay. Right. So.
Setup card 91 rebel reputation plus 1 reputation. The setup is card 91 and plus 1 rebel reputation.
So we need our reputation trackers to there.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4 for you, along with one of those. Yep.
I've lost Cantonica. Nice thing. Cool. So we start with 0 fame. We're going to play to 10.
Cool.
Or do you play to 8 when using... I think you only play to 8 when using ambitions.
And that's either their positive, neutral, or...
Yes. Ignore the little lines in between. Which when I first read the rules, I thought, oh, moving it by 1 is that, and then another one is that, and I was like, no, it's just
the visual design. Yeah. So I've got plus rebel reputations. Rebels like me.
Who likes me? Nobody likes me.
Nobody likes you.
Nobody likes me.
And setup card 91.
Yep. So we need to get the setup cards. There's another pile of cards that we're missing. Null Hutter. Are we in here?
These ones here. But
They're the ambitions.
they're the ambitions.
Yeah, there is another set of cards.
That's empty.
Oh, that'll be these.
There's a huge pile of cards right there.
Yeah. Aha. There we go. Oh, another Kessel. Kessel. Right. Okay. That's those. Get that out of the way. We got the
Jimmy, she lives there.
enough points. Yep. Core worlds, which can sit here.
Yeah, still here, Mark. It's more than an entire day of Star Wars games to put me out of commission. Not much more, I will say. It's been a long day, but
Yeah, I mean, I only did 11 hours of live streams yesterday, I think.
was that all?
I think it was only 11
That
hours.
basically rounds down to 0, doesn't it?
Yeah. Thank you.
Ooh.
Numbered cards can go here.
Choose characters. One character card with personal goal, face up. Sandy matching the correct character. They'll be here. So there's Tara. You were playing, what's his name again? What does he look like?
Hondo Anaka. Or Naka. Got a helmet on and big goggles.
Oh, I thought there was eyes. Giant wolfy man type thing. Ah, that him there.
That's the guy.
That's the one. Yep. One player board.
Jackie says we always play until 10 fame with ambitions. Yeah, but it's 8 o'clock. We should be done by that.
Starter ship sheet. Flip to the side of the choice. Either the G9 Rigger or the G1A Starfighter. Go that second. Reference card. Credit tokens. Starting with the first player. So player order. Have we made a decision?
I don't think we have. But it might be different based on ambitions.
Okay.
Ambitions might change the setup. I can't quite remember. So the market. I think, is it the top card that's visible?
Let's see. Character setup. So separate the market cards into 6 decks. Shuffle each deck and place them face down. Then reveal the top card of each deck and place it face up on the top of its deck.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was.
Separate the encounter into 7 different decks by card back. Shuffle each and place them face down next to the map.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Keep
6,
the
7,
data bank
and the nav
deck
points.
in order with an easy reach of all players.
Yeah,
That's
got it.
that on there with the ones. Keep the unused ship sheets in the pile out of the way. This is a supply of unused ships. Suppose we would require these ships during the game. You're now ready to begin the game. Reputation. Each player takes a data bank card specified on
Can
their
you just
character
pass me
sheet.
that?
This one.
Yeah.
Their business. Yeah.
What's that?
We want.
Right. Use the core world's end caps. Yep. Data bank. Yep. Orange contacts. We've done. Contact tokens.
Data bank card specified on their character card. So I need card 91.
Just going to check favors. So favors are an amazing new rule. Oh, hang on. No. Sorry.
Sorry.
That was Rob opening a can of Coke.
Apologies.
Request for first commit at any time. Debt tokens. Right. So each player takes a debt token and can be traded at any time. So I think you keep it on here
Okay.
and you give it to the other player. We'll go through that in a minute. Ambitions. Right. Ambitions. So ambitions have several parts. Yeah. So before setup, we agree on a fame requirement. So it recommends 8 instead of 10, unless you want the longer game. So we'll play to 8. So during setup, we don't gain starting credits anymore based on our position in turn order. But after all other standard setup steps, then we get random ambition sheets equal to the number of players plus 1. Starting with the last player and proceeding in reverse turn order, each player chooses an ambition sheet from those available and places it beside their board. Right. So after we've done all other setup instructions, which means, so are you card 91?
91.
I am also card 91.
Okay. But there's several versions of it.
Yeah,
Or-
there's 4 different versions.
Okay.
So one of them is the bounty hunter style character, and the other one is the other type of character.
Destiny, so moisture.
So
Is this public?
yeah, so it's a starting cargo probably, and it tells you where you start. So I'm on the Ring of
Go.
Catherine.
Destination Tatooine. Reward 5,000 credits. Starting planet Lothal.
I've got to get to Nal Hutta. And this is where the fixed setup of the board is fairer, because Nal Hutta for me might be right next door.
Yeah.
But we've randomised it just to give us a bit of variety and fun. So yeah, that just tucks in all the way so that only the top bit is visible. There you go. Okay. So that's that. So based on where we need to get to.
Starting on Lothal, which was where's Lothal? Where's Lothal? I'm right next to you, and I'm going to Tatooine. Oh,
So you got lucky.
Yeah, I got lucky. It's only a few jumps away.
So which bit do I want?
So just remind me here, Paul. So that's
I'm going to take that one.
movement speed.
Yep.
And how does that relate to the map?
Each one is 1 dot.
Cool. So 6.
Or a planet.
Yeah. Firepower and
Hit points. Shields, basically.
I think I'll take the slightly slower G1A.
Yeah, I've gone for the slightly slower one. I'll probably regret it.
Well, if you've gone for the slower, should I go for a different one? Just that. We'll start with the same ship. That way we can't put anything like that.
Okay, so ambitions.
1, 2, 3.
All shuffled?
Yep.
Right,
Shuffle.
okay, so if you reveal them and maybe just put them on here for now.
Yep. So we have the option to be the Pirate Monarch,
Yep.
Galaxy's Most Feared, or Hero of the Rebellion. Well, I know which one sort of ties in with my
Okay,
character.
so we do need to choose starting player. So if you get the one with the gold token, you are going first. You are going first. So I get to choose one first. So the way that these work is there is setup instructions printed at the top. There is an overview of what the goal is. There are a special ability printed there. If there is a special ability, it will be printed there. The actual goals that you need to accomplish are in this section here, and when you do them, you put a goal marker on there. So the ambition goals, if there's a dash, it can be completed at any time. So this one, encounter 2 nav point spaces. Once you've done that, you mark that, and that's it, done. This one has numbers 1 and 2. You must do 1 before you do 2.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can do them in any order. The infinity symbol is a permanent constant check. So you could gain it, and then if you no longer meet the condition, you might lose it.
Okay.
The last one is the final goal. This can only be completed once you have reached the amount of fame needed to win the game. So instead of the game ending at 8, you now need to get to 8, and then you need to do your final thing.
Cool.
And once you do your final thing, that's done. Once you've completed all of your ambition goals and you meet the fame requirement, you win the game.
Okay.
So, going through these, Hero of the Rebellion is basically you hate the Empire and its brutal authoritarianism. This is why you've dedicated your life to supporting and fighting the Alliance to restore the public. You need to go to any rebel planet, spend 10,000 to gain a special ability is on any rebel planet you can spend 10,000 to gain a rebel reputation. You need to go to Mon Calamari, then go to Ryloth. There is flavour as to why you're doing these things. You need to have a positive rebel reputation and a negative imperial reputation. And then once you've done that, you need to take down a Star Destroyer single-handedly. So you need to be in a space that contains a level 4 Imperial Patrol. So we need to get through to the level 4 Imperial Patrol, which is the Star Destroyer, which normally can't be killed. And in fact, it can't be killed, but what you do is you fight a Star Destroyer with Strength 7, and if you win the combat and you're not defeated, you win the game. So that's what that one is. The Pirate Monarch. You want the denizens of the Outer Rim to speak your name in hushed tones, to tremble in terror when their sensors detect your ship. You want to rule the hyperlanes with fear. So you need to encounter 2 nav point spaces. So just go to here and get a card. Take down a big target. You need to win a ship combat against an opponent with 5 ship strength or more. You need to have a ship with a completed ship goal. So each ship that you will get after the first one will have its own goal. And when you complete that goal, you flip it over. So for that one, you need to be in a better ship. And the final one is you need to capture a space station with which you serve as a base to launch your pirate raid. So you need to be on the nav point space adjacent to both Cantonica and Ord Mantell, and then you need to resolve card 62. And Galaxy's most feared. You don't care who stands in your way or who you have to kill. You will catch your quarry, whatever it takes. So in any order, you need to gain the reward from 1 white pip or 1 green pip. Sorry, 1 green, a 2 pip bounty. So do a bounty. Then you need to gain the reward from a yellow pip or an orange pip bounty. I say then, you can do them in any order. You also need to win 1 ship combat against a patrol. And once you've done those 3 things, you need to gain card 97. And your final goal is to gain the reward from the Bib Fortuna bounty card. Okay, so you just, as an action, you take card 97, which is the bounty for Bib Fortuna. And then you've got to go find him. So that's all about bounty hunting.
We've got the bounty hunter, the beating everyone up, and the sticking it to the man.
Yeah.
So I know technically, you get to choose first. Hero of the Rebellion is thematically going to be
Very much so.
But I am tempted to become Queen of the Space Pirates, just to really mess with the canon.
I mean, my character, neither of us have got bounty hunters. Doesn't mean we can't go bounty hunting. It's just we start off not as a bounty hunter. But yeah, I'll do that. I'll take Galaxy's most feared. So that's going to go somewhere. There we go.
I'll stick to canon and be hero.
Okay.
I'll be a hero.
Boring.
No, Queen of the Space Pirates had a nice ring to it, but I'll put mine here just to keep it on the camera.
Yep. Right. So you got your reference sheet.
Yep.
Let's go through what you do on your soda. Have we done the setup? Oh no, setup at the top.
Yeah.
I get 7,000 credits, and I've got a bounty for Garinden.
I have 5,000 credits and the quad laser.
Oh, so I need to look through here.
What's your starting cash, you say?
7,000.
7,000? Cheeky.
I need to get the bounty for Garinden.
There's some starting cash. And I need the quad laser cannon mod.
Which will be in there.
It's got the sort of little, the wrench, space wrench.
It's in there somewhere.
Cool. Quad laser cannon, that's extra firepower. I'll just reshuffle these. Very nice. So that means I'm firepower 4. Deck back. So just to confirm what I'm seeing here, so this part here has got any relevance right now?
No, that's when the card gets revealed on top of the deck.
Oh, it tells us what we do.
When you buy something and you reveal the next card, that tells you which patrol moves and how many buy. That's all that does.
Fantastic. Okay, so I've got a quad cannon.
So that's actually 4.
Oh, yeah, that's it. So it's 5, 5, 4, 4. I've got a pretty nice little gunship here.
Right. So.
And 5,000 cash in hand and some moisture vaporizers. And at any point, I can go to a rebel controlled planet and spend 10k to gain 1 rebel rep. If I'm already at maximum rebel rep,
you just don't gain it.
Okay, so that's a way of me recovering that if it gets knocked down.
Yeah.
Cool. Count them on, count the right off. Yeah, positive rebel. Yeah, that's just to make sure I can always accomplish that one then of positive rebel and negative imperial.
Yes.
Right, so I'm going to knock off the imperials.
So you have this, which is very useful. Basically, on your turn, first of all you have a planning step. You either move up to your ship's movement points, or you stay where you are and get 2,000 credits, or you recover all of your damage from your character and your ship. And if you were defeated in the previous turn, that's what you need to do. So your first choice is move or get 2,000 credits.
Okay.
I'm guessing you probably want to move to Tatooine.
Yeah, I will move to Tatooine.
Yeah, so you just move, Tatooine. Right. Then you have the action step. In the action step, you can do any or all of things that say action.
Gotcha. So
which is to deliver cargo and bounties. So you've got cargo, so you just deliver it.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's done. You get 5,000 credits, and that was a numbered card, so it just goes back over here. Nice and easy.
So,
if you're on a planet, you can now do a market action.
Yep.
And the market action is you could choose a deck, discard up to 2 cards from the top of that deck. So you discard the first card, look at the next one. If you don't like that, discard that one, look at the next one. You may then buy the top card of any of the decks.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the one that you cycled. In the original game, it used to be 1, but because the decks are bigger now, it's 2, so that you can cycle more. And then the third thing you can do as an action is trade cards with a player in your space. Also, if you have anything that says action, like that, that is also done in the action phase. Sorry, the action step.
Yeah. So Hera's got ability to move a little bit faster, but at a risk of damaging the ship. And her personal goal is just to annoy the Imperials.
Right.
So, market action. If
Oh, just so you know, my personal goal is to encounter you, test influence, and if I pass, you must choose and give me one of your cargo, gear, or mods.
Ooh, get away.
Yeah. Yeah, so my job is to go to you and persuade you to give me your stuff.
Get out of it. Right. Then encountering is resolving.
Yeah, so if you're done with your action step, we now do the encounter. Now, the difference with the encounter step is you can only do one of the 3 things.
Yep. There's no patrol there, so.
No, fight the patrol, and if you were on a space.
These 3 things here.
If you were on a space with a patrol and you had negative reputation with that patrol, you would have to fight it. Yeah. Or you could resolve an encounter card, so you're on Tatooine, so you could take a card. Now, Tatooine is known for missions for fighting players or finding contacts. Or you could resolve a contact token, which could be any of those 3 there.
In terms of going to the... So just remind myself, in terms of buying from the markets, we've got mods for the ship.
So this deck is...
equipment and mods.
Yeah, I think it's mods for ships and gear for your characters.
Yep.
This is ships.
Yep.
This is bounties and some jobs. This is mainly cargo. This is jobs, but sometimes bounties, I think. And this is luxury items, which is a mix of everything, but really expensive stuff, but with high rewards.
I think I'll look at the job. As my action, I'll market action if on a planet.
Yep.
Okay.
So jobs generally cost 0 to take. So you could just take that one if you wanted. Now, underneath the job line is a series of skills.
I can't because I can't buy this in Tatooine.
Oh, right. Okay.
So I have to discard that one.
Well, if you're going to choose that deck to cycle, yeah. So you put that to the bottom, face down. You reveal the next one. You can take, and then you can go again if you wanted to.
Crew, hired help. Perform a skill test. You may gain a skill of your choice for that test. If you pass the test, discard this crew. No, I'm looking for a job. So I'll discard a second one. Okay, it's a job. Counterblind Kessel, destination Kessel, I think.
So below that, you'll see a line of skills. They are the skills.
And strength.
Yeah, so they are the skills that is recommended. If anything's in italics, then you really need it, because if you fail, you will fail the mission. Whereas the other ones, it's recommended you have them, but you don't need them. And you've got currently piloting and tactics.
That's tactics, is it? That's piloting and tactics.
There.
Oh, sorry, right then.
Yeah.
So I don't have the strength tagline. I'm not seeing it anywhere else.
No. It's just on characters. It'll be crew members.
Crew members, gotcha.
So you go round, you find crew, you hire the crew, the crew will give you those skills.
So it's either take this or don't take it at all. Is there
You either take that or you take any one of these.
Okay. Oh, gosh, so I can discard from different things each time.
But if you discard, it has to be from the same deck.
Yep.
But once you've discarded, you can actually buy any of the cards. So you could buy an armoured vest, which increases your health by 2. You could buy some astromech droid parts. Now this is new from the expansion. You pay 1,000. You start it off. It's this. You go there. They put the droid parts together. You flip it over, and then you go here and you get the super reward. So it's a 2-part process, but the rewards are generally better.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I want a shot.
Yeah. So you buy the astromech droid parts. Cannot buy on Ord Mantell. Spend 1,000.
Yep. So.
And you took it that side up in your cargo section.
Destination Ord Mantell. It'll be a bit of a run.
And then we reveal the next one, and this says that the Rebel Patrol moves 3 spaces towards you. 1, 2, 3. So just a reminder about these. When you land on a patrol, if you are positive reputation with them, you can just ignore them. You could actually stop and fight them if you wanted to, but you can ignore them. If you're neutral, you have to stop on the space, but you don't have to fight them. If you're negative, you have to stop on the space, and then you have to fight them.
Gotcha.
So if you're neutral, they will stop your
Yeah,
movement.
they pull you over. You get prodded, questioned, and then sent on your merry way.
Okay.
Right. So that was my.
And that's
step.
pretty much it.
Yep. And then it's the encounter.
Oh,
step.
sorry, then it's the encounter step. So do you want
So
a contact token or a card? It's essentially what it is.
Looking at these things?
So what they will be, if you're a bounty hunter, it will be them, but each one of them is a character that can generally be spoken to, recruited, or used to get good stuff. Because you will try to find people and recruit them to be your crew. But if you also, like, I'm looking for Garinden, and Garinden is a white one. So you might not want to reveal a white one, because by doing so, you're giving me information about where Garinden might be.
Let's have a look at this.
So the orange ones are the ones from the expansion. They're generally a lot harder characters, and the orange ones could be us. So if you turn over the orange one and it's you or me, we remove it from the game and we treat it as that never happened, and you do something else. And it is visible. It's like it's
Jin Urso.
Jin Urso. You found Jin Urso. What card?
32.
32.
So I discard this token now.
Nope. The token stays there,
on this planet.
and you can read the flavor text and what happens.
Jin Urso. Jin makes short work of the lone stormtrooper patrolling the city street. Someone with her skills will be quite a valuable asset. If you have positive Imperial reputation or negative Rebel reputation, test stealth.
She is actually, or she's trying to find you.
If you did not test stealth, you may spend 6,000 to get the crew gain the crew below and discard Jin Urso's token. So she has influence and tactics. Should cost me 6,000, but I do have it. Once per turn during combat or a skill test, you may turn any of your eye results to hit.
Okay. Now there is a benefit to having the same skill twice, because you are then super skilled, and you've even more chance of passing the skill test.
Yeah, I think I'll welcome her on board. So tuck her under there. So I've got quad laser cannons, Jin Urso.
So at any point in future, you can just leave her at a planet, and when we do,
we pop that.
So pop that off camera for now, and just put it out on the board when you do it.
Thank you very much. So that's the end of my encounter stuff.
That's it. Right, where am I going? I'm going to Null Hutter, and I'm looking for Garinden. So Null Hutter's here. I'm not going to be able to get there. I mean, I could do this. That's quite funny. Oh, increase the reward on each of your cargo and jobs by 1,000. Cool. Right, okay. So, let's go 1, 2. I've got a slow ship, haven't I?
You have the slow one.
3, 4, 5. Why did I go for a slow one?
Big guns.
I could have got to you. And I could have tested influence and told you to give me your quad laser cannon.
Get out of it.
That'd have been funny. When you're buying anything, you can always barter. So anything you've got that's of value,
Trade in.
you can trade in. And when you're buying a new ship, you can use the value of your old ship.
Except the first ship's value is
Yeah.
0 because it's a battered on rust bucket.
It's a piece of junk.
Yeah. It's a piece of junk.
So I've landed on Lothal. You can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. But what we could do is I could buy some gear, or I could do a job. What's this? Rescue from the mines. I need knowledge, stealth, and strength. Well, I've got knowledge, I've got stealth, I don't have strength. Okay. Stolen hyperfuel, can't do that. How much money have I got? I've got 7,000. There's another bounty here. A bounty on Lando Calrissian. Yeah, he's got 6 attack strength. We won't be doing that.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to cycle this deck. So first one. And I've revealed a bounty hunter helmet. Sure, I'll get rid of that one. I'm looking for a weapon. I've got a vibro knife. Costs 4,000. I'm going to buy a vibro knife. Okay, and I'm revealing this. So, the Rebel Patrol moves 3 spaces towards me. 1, 2, 3. And then, in a 1 to 3 player game, we flip over a contact token on my planet, but we don't resolve it. It's because there's more contact tokens now.
Gotcha.
So there's now a way that the game reveals where they are.
Yeah.
I must choose one face down contact on my planet, turn it face up, but you're not encountering it, although you may choose to do so.
Know it's there.
So I am actually going to flip over that one, because if it's Garinden, I might stay where I am. It's the Black Sun Agent. So assuming that we know the game, I don't want to give an advantage to people who know the game really well. That is somebody who, if you're negative with the syndicate reputation, he tries to attack you. If you've got positive or neutral syndicate reputation, test influence. If you pass, gain the crew below. If you fail, you can still spend 2 grand to recruit him, and he increases the reward for each of your jobs by 2,000. So we'll just put that there. That's the character that's there. Technically, you're only supposed to read that card when you encounter it.
If you played the game a lot,
But if you played the game a lot, you will know what things are. So
we at least have a good idea about what the right thing to do in terms
Yeah.
of counting them is.
So I've now got my encounter step. So do I want to encounter the Black Sun Agent? Or do I want a card from Lothal? Lothal is for fighting rebel players and Imperial rewards. Oh, I don't know. I mean, I could have him on my ship. Test influence. I do have influence. Sure, let's do it. Let's try it. Let's encounter the Black Sun Agent. So I'm testing influences. So whenever you test, it's always 2 dice. But you pass based on whether you're not skilled, skilled, or highly skilled.
A couple for you.
And I am skilled because I have influence. So I'm looking for. What is it I'm looking for? I'm missing the other reference card. All I've got here are player turn, turn.
Empty star or the solid star.
Right, okay. So a hit or a critical hit. I got a hit.
Good, yeah.
Okay, so he's my crew. He gives me stealth and increases the benefit jobs. That's it. That's my go done.
Okay. Quick question on her ability. Action. If you're not in the maelstrom, move up to 2 spaces, ignoring patrols. Then
That's the maelstrom.
Yeah. Then test tech. Is tech
Tech is a skill. Yeah.
So I would be testing tech without sort of the.
So you would 2 dice and you would need a critical result, of which there's one
of
those on a.
There's also the eye symbol, which I could use. Jin can turn once per. You may turn one of your eye results to a.
During combat or a skill test. Okay, nice. Yeah, she's good.
Yes. So, first things first. I'm going to move. So my base move is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
I will then, in the action step, use my personal action, which is to force the ship to move faster.
Okay.
So I can get to Naboo. Just so I got some motoring.
Is there any downside to that? Or
ship will take damage if I fail the test.
Okay.
So
that's the tech test.
I'm pushing the engines.
Okay.
So I still move. I get there. But I either critical hit or
no.
I'm not an eyeball either. So
don't you? Yeah, you know, no eyeball. Yeah.
Jin lets me turn a eye symbol to a critical hit.
Right.
But no.
So your ship takes a damage.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah, pushed her a bit too hard. That's hit points, is it 4?
Yes.
So yeah. Kind of chunk the engine a bit there. Never mind. I can always just stay where I am. And
so you're on Naboo. So you have an action step.
Naboo. So no bounties, no cargo, no
market.
Could do the market. Trade. Let's have a look. I've already got a cargo, a mod, and a crew. The space.
You don't have any jobs.
And no year.
Got no job.
Where's that job deck gone?
Job deck.
I see the job deck.
Do you want to cycle some more?
There's a little bit. I was going to struggle to complete the mine, so I'm going to cycle the first one. Rooting out spies. Cannot buy an influence, knowledge, and tactics. I've got tactics, but not knowledge.
You got influence.
And influence. I've got influence and tactics. Where's take on Dana?
And is tactics? What was the other one you needed? Knowledge.
So influence non-italicized. Knowledge and tactics italicized.
Oh, okay. You won't be able to do it.
Yeah. Which is the other end of the map, isn't it? Yeah. So no, I'll cycle that one again.
Well, you will, but only if you roll a critical.
Okay. Where's the trailer? That's everything I'm getting is back
over here.
Way. Yeah. I'm going to have to head back that way at some point anyway, so I will take Infiltration of the White Worm. Is there a drawback about to discard it at any point?
Nope.
Yeah, so I'll take it because it's there and it's free. I have to get to the Trailing Core and Influence, Stealth, Strength, Tactics. So by the time I get back there, I need to get some stealth, some strength sorted out.
So reveal the next card.
Yep.
Is there a patrol movement on it?
Imperial moves 3.
So the Imperial Patrol moves 3 towards you. 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Okay, so let's tell you about Favours. So Favours is one of the best additions for this expansion. And it does work better with more players, because it's quite cool in the way that it works. But essentially, you have favours. So you can request favours from your opponents.
Mm-hmm.
You basically get on the phone, and you phone me up, and you can do this at any time except after dice have been rolled.
Gotcha.
There are 4 favours. You can ask for advice, which means you choose a skill to gain for your next skill test.
Uh-huh.
So in other words, you phone me up and say, can you tell me how to hide?
Yeah.
Or can you give me some knowledge? Right? And I can lend you one of my skills.
That has to be a skill you have.
Yeah. You can ask for combat strategy, which means you will get 1 additional dice to roll when involved in combat, either your ship or you as a person. Endorsement, choose a player that has positive reputation with a faction. You are treated as having positive reputation with that faction until the end of your turn. Or a shortcut. You get +1 hyperdrive until the end of the turn. So you can ask for those at any time. If any player agrees to grant a favour, the requesting player gains that favour's effect, but there's negotiating. So a player can offer compensation to other players in exchange for being granted a favour. This could include credits, or it could include a debt token. That's what this is. Now, the debt token, you can also offer future promises, but any agreement is not binding. So the debt token basically means that you owe a favour to that player, and the next time, whenever they call in a favour,
You have to.
you have to do it.
Yeah. But it's always one of those specific things.
It's one of those 4 things which should be on one of the player
Which
rates.
doesn't come at a cost to that player themselves.
Nope.
It's not a case of you must now pay me money. It's
Nope.
yeah. Gotcha.
You can give other players credits to not provide a player to another player. So we had that in the last game. Is I think Malcolm wanted a favour from me, and Alex said, I will give you 2,000 credits if you don't give him the... So you can have that.
Yep.
Which is quite cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
if you're 1 movement short, or you need positive reputation, or you need a skill that you don't have, and the reason why it's a great rule is it's removed the part of the game where you needed to spend time looking for the skill yourself.
Yep.
You can we can help each other.
Got you.
In that way.
Right. So
You all done?
Encounter step. So
Encounter step,
that's
yeah.
the action step. Do the encounter step. No patrol to fight. I'll have a look at the Naboo encounter card.
So you draw that and you read the Naboo section.
Right off. Naboo. If you can verify the authenticity of this Beskar, I will allow you to deliver it to my client. You may test knowledge. If you pass, gain the cargo below. If you fail, you may spend 5,000 to gain the cargo below. So it's highly illegal cargo.
I mean, you've no room for the cargo.
I'd have to...
You could ditch that.
Yeah. It's the Spinwood core, which is back up that way, which would gain me 1 fame, but no money. I won't bother. I think all the Ashmog droids.
Okay, so, you just ignore that. It's the top of the deck. Right, you're done.
Yep.
My go.
Back to you.
I'm going to go to Null Hutter. I'm going to deliver the luxury wares, which gets me 5,000 credits. And I am then going to do a markety action. This should be in here. Don't even know what it does. Okay, cool. Do I get a bonus for... Yes, I get 6,000 credits. My cargo gives me 1,000 credits more. So... yeah, I'm going to do the market step. Where's Lothal?
It's back
Right next door.
started.
Yep, I'm going to take that.
Nice little cluster.
So I reveal this, nothing moves. So I've bought, for 1,000, I bought some speeder bike parts. And I need to take it to local for them to put it
Yeah.
together. Sorry, wrong place.
That's right.
That's me. That's my ship.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Now, the action step. No, that was the action step. Now, the encounter step, I'm going to encounter this. And it is Dr. Evazran. I don't like you. My friend doesn't either.
Yep. And saw them on the canteen over there. They were messing with some farm boy. Farm boy's granddad came to get involved. I left just before anything really kicked off. So
Test strength. Yep. I've got into a fight.
Yep.
Typical. I don't have strength. You don't have strength.
No, I have tactics, piloting, tactics, and influence. My tactics say don't get in the fight.
So, nope.
Yep. So
I failed. If you fail, your character suffers 2 damage. So literally got beaten up.
Is that the character's hit points and the ship's hit points?
Pass or fail, you can spend 2,000 to gain the crew below and discard Dr. Evazran's token. Yeah, I mean that's quite good, but no.
That's my character's combat strength and my character's hit
Yeah,
points.
for ground combat.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's there.
So if you're a brawler, you can go and get him, but otherwise,
Yeah.
And he's a techie. Okay,
He is.
good to know.
You'll go.
Yes. Right, we'll go 1 because the patrol's there. 1,
That
2,
should be
3, 4, and I'll arrive at Ord Mantell.
Mm-hmm.
So I will deliver my cargo. Destination Ord Mantell. Reward: gain 5,000 credits.
Yep, and then you flip the card over.
And I flip the card over,
So they
which is now
put the parts together.
back to Naboo to gain another 12,000. Very nice. That'll give me 20k. I better upgrade my ship and everything.
Do you want to do a market action? You've got space for gear.
I've got space for a job still. So
Yeah.
I'll pick up another job. Let's see. I need to head to Mon Calamari. Knowledge, stealth, and tactics. I have tactics, but I'll need knowledge before I get there. I'm going that way. I'm going to take Relic of the Past. You have uncovered information about an underwater temple on Mon Calamari. Surely there is something of worth there. Go to Mon Calamari. Resolve card 49. Knowledge and tactics essential. Stealth would be nice. So I'll pop that on my other job.
Okay. New card revealed moves the Rebel Patrol 4 spaces towards you.
Yep.
So they come and say hello.
Yep, because they're me buddies. Let's see.
Encounter step.
Encounter
What do you want to encounter?
so, I'm not going to fight them because they're my friends.
So Ord Mantell is gear and credits, or you could look at a contact token.
Let's check out Ord Mantell card and see if it maybe gives us some credits. Oh, you're looking for the big boom, the shopkeeper asks as he opens a sealed case full of explosives. You may spend 1,000 credits to gain the gear below. Thermal detonator. After you roll dice during ground combat, you may discard this card to add 2 successes.
Okay.
2 standard, not 2 critical. I'll turn down a free thermal detonator.
Free?
Yep.
It's 1,000 credits.
1,000 credits, yeah. Yep. So always pack a thermal detonator just in case. Kids. And that'll do for me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Go back to Lothal. I'm going to turn the speeder bike parts. So I get 5,000 credits, which for me is 6.
You got a similar one, didn't you?
Yeah. Rotate it. I now need to go back to the Ring of Catherine and deliver the speeder bikes. Right. Market step. Well, I have space for some gear and I have space for a mod. Also, have space for another job or a bounty. So I think I'm going to cycle through this deck. That's Sorguera. Yeah, we'll go with that one. It's Boshek. Boshek's not too bad. It's not too bad, actually. It's got 3. But do we take that, or do we take the wrist rocket? Can afford the wrist rocket. I'm going to take the wrist rocket. I'm going to spend 5 grand. I'm going to buy a wrist rocket. So this is equipment that rotates as well. So you use it and then you have to recharge it, basically.
Are we okay to check these to sort of see what they are?
Yeah.
I just want an idea of.
I mean, it's printed on here.
Yeah, I don't want to go through the
Oh, it's up
depth.
to 25. The cheapest ones are 5. The most expensive one is 25, which isn't the Falcon.
Yeah. Is it Boba Fett's slave one? Oh, no, it's the Airy.
Yeah.
Some
It's
a lot of
from
these
Rebels, I
a lot
think.
of these come with their own action as well.
Yeah. Oh, right. So the Hut patrol moves 3 spaces towards me. 1, 2, 3. And in a 1 to 4 player game, we reveal a contact token. So I'm going to reveal this one, which is IGRM Droid. Card number 15.
So we buy the generic version, then once we get the
You get the upgraded
name,
one.
the name version.
Right. The IGRM Droid is here.
Yep.
And if you've got negative syndicate reputation, you have to hide from him. If you've got positive or neutral, you can test tech. And if you do, you gain the crew below. And he's got strength, and he gives you +2 hit points.
Okay.
So that is there on Lothal. Hi, Brett. Thank you for popping in, and to everybody else who is watching as well.
Yep, good to see everyone. Okay.
That's my go done.
Yep. Right, I've got destination is Naboo for the astromech droids. I've got a full shipment for them. I might as well just shoot back to Naboo. Go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I will deliver cargo. So I deliver a cargo of astromech droids and take 12,000 credits. That puts me on 19.
Wow.
So I could get a lot of the medium to go, but if I get a few more, I might get the 20s. So now the boo.
We can only buy that one.
It's a cycle.
Unless you cycle, yeah.
But that's quite a nice one, actually. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty decent. You know what? I've got the money. It gives me a whole load of additional cargo in cruise slots. Yeah, I shall trade in my rather shot up G1A Starfighter.
Well, do you want to move or get 2 credits, or do you want to heal?
No, because I moved to get there. My planning step was to move. I moved from Ord Mantell.
Oh, we did the market step, didn't we?
I've not done that at all. I moved and delivered my cargo.
You delivered your cargo.
Delivered my cargo, got a chunk of cash.
Why was I flipping that over there?
That was your turn.
Oh, that was on my turn. Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, I'm taking my turn now. Paul.
Right, okay.
So what happens in these games is that one person...
It's been a long
plays
4
set of
days.
action. So, what was I saying? Other than teasing you. So, my planning step was to move.
Mm-hmm.
My action step, I delivered the astromech droids, so I got a big pile of cash. I will now go to the market, and I think I will buy...
You're just going to buy that?
6. Yeah, so...
Do you want to see what you could have won?
Yep. Go on, what's the next one?
It's the VCX 100 Light Freighter for 25 grand.
I wouldn't yet report that one. Looks very nice, though.
Yeah.
That is very impressive. Oh, that's her ship.
That's her ship.
That's the Ghost. That will upgrade to the Ghost. So my rather shot up G1A Star.
Yeah, don't worry about the scratches.
Yep, it's all good. It's still holding together. And I add the YV666 Light Freighter. Now, when I recover at least 1 damage from the ship, I can spend 7k to gain a fame, and then it becomes Houndstooth, the Elite.
I flipped the tile because the market card told me to do that.
Oh, that was it.
Did it?
Did it?
Oh, the market card that I drew.
Yeah,
told me to do that. Yes.
It's very bad. I've still got cash in the bank. Y66 Light Freighter, which is 7.3, so that's a much faster ship now.
And it's got loads of slots for extra stuff.
That's the stuff. That's the key thing. I think how little
2 cargo.
Yeah.
Wow.
How little cargo space there was.
Yeah.
So I can actually take on more stuff now. Right. Thank you very much for that one. So where was I? Action step. Market action done. I think that's everything there. So I'll do the encounter.
Mm-hmm. You're going to encounter.
Let's see. Still to get back to one calamari. Still need to get. So those two are both out.
So Naboo is cargo and reputation related stuff.
Let's have. I've got cargo space now. Let's have a look at Naboo and see what they might offer. Naboo. Oh dear. Naboo. I need safe passage to Coruscant, but someone is on my tail. Get rid of them and I'll make it worth your while. You may test strength. Not exactly a team of fighters here.
No.
If you pass, gain the cargo below. If you fail, lose 1 reputation. So it's May, so I could decide to walk away. I do Spinwood Core, which is out that way. That's weird. You may test strength. If you pass, gain the cargo below. If you fail, lose one rebel. I'm basically betraying the rebels.
Mm-hmm.
If I pass the test, they don't know I've tried to betray them.
Right,
If I fail the test, the person I'm trying to kill, then it's Spinwood Core game and one imprint, which is exactly the opposite of what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to help a rebel defector.
Okay.
Because he involves going the wrong way to help the faction I don't like.
Yeah.
Who's fundamentally I'm trying to get down on the faction, not cozy up to.
Right. Me?
Yes, that was my encounter step.
2, 3, 4. I think that's the Ring of Kafrine. Yes, it is the Ring of Kafrine. I'm going to deliver the speeder bikes to the Ring of Kafrine. So that gets me 12 grand plus 1, so I get 13. Some money near me, I think. 13,000 credits. Right, so I delivered that. I could also do a market action. So yeah, I've got that. I'm still looking for this guy. But let's have a look through this deck. So I'm going to cycle the first one because I don't really want that. Illegal. The Black Sun Mole. I've got to take him to the Hut Patrol.
Which isn't.
Well, the Hut Patrol is on my space.
Is that the Hut Patrol?
That is the Hut Patrol.
I thought that was the Hut Patrol.
Nope, that's the Syndicates.
Oh, sorry, Huts. Yeah, Huts and the
Huts
Imperials
agree.
are on that side.
Yeah.
Syndicates and the.
So I had to stop when I went there anyway.
Oh, because you're not friends with them.
Because I might take this. It is illegal, but let's not let that worry me. I'm going to reveal that in a minute.
What's
So
the legal?
there's
illegal
two types of illegal stuff.
Yep.
Some of them are you have to make a check when you buy it. Some of them you have to make a check when you sell it. This one, I'm making the check when I buy it.
If you fail it,
I read a card.
okay.
So I need a hit.
Do you
I got a
need two
hit.
dice?
No, it's not a skill check.
Oh,
It's just to buy roll the dice. And if I get that, I buy it. Otherwise, I would have drawn a card and random stuff would have happened.
Gotcha.
So I have a Black Sun Mole. And I've got a Black Sun Agent as my crew. So
Oh, this is interesting.
that's quite cool. Now, interesting. I can deliver that.
Oh, you want this?
Yeah, so in the action step, you can do any or all of these.
Yeah. It doesn't say you can't take this card.
No.
If you're on. That's interesting. Because already
That is really interesting.
You can't do it.
So basically, there's a guy on the planet, and he says, "Look, take me up there, or take me to the Hut Patrol."
Yeah.
So I leave the planet and go, "There you go." And he's like, "What? Yeah, I think I can do that." Anyway, we're going to reveal the new card.
What's the matter? Your phone broken.
The Imperials move 3 towards me. They're already on me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, I think I can deliver it straight away, which is weird, but
Just a quirk of the rules, I guess.
yeah. So I get 5,000, which is 6,000 for me. 1 fame, ding,
No.
and 1 reputation with the Huts. Awesome.
Mm.
Right, I'm still in my action step. So it says perform any or all, but the market action I'm pretty sure is only once. I just want to check. Can you pass me the rules? Because I think if you've got 2 cargo, you can do it. It just feels wrong. Maybe the rules reference. That might be more detailed. See what it says. Yeah, just see what it says under action step. I'm pretty sure you can only do the market thing once.
Each action ability can only be performed once during a single action step, and the 4 are deliver, market, trade, and resolve action ability.
So it's deliver.
Yep. So you can only do deliver once. You can only do trade once. Only do market. Yep. So you can't.
So I can't deliver it this turn.
No.
Okay. Let's put that back. Let's put it there. Let's reduce my reputation. Let's reduce that down to 0, and let's get rid of the 6,000 credits. Okay, we'll do it next time. But that was my action step. Now it's my encounter step. We're going to encounter this.
Okay.
And it is Lobot. The guy from
Cloud City.
Cloud City.
The guy with the head implant.
So Lobot, if you are Lando Calrissian, you can just gain it. Otherwise, you can spend 2,000 to gain the crew below. And he's a tech guy. And yeah, he gives you extra credits for doing stuff. So
That's cool.
You'll go?
Getting that, you have to just
2,000 credits. It'll work for anybody.
Oh, it's the encounter.
If you were Lando, you'd have it for free.
It's just you can't because your crew's full. Is that why you weren't taking it?
Oh yeah, forgot about that. But yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I did actually encounter him. So we'll read the text since I did actually encounter him. Lobot's brain-enhancing device allows him direct contact with complex computer systems. Surely you can find a use for such skills. Okay, you'll go.
Okay. Just I need stealth. Right.
I have stealth. Just FYI, I've got double stealth.
Ooh, see you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, going to Ryloth. Nothing to deliver, because that's Mon Calamari and that's trailing core all the way over there. No actual cargo. Market action. Let's look for some. Is there a cargo deck here? Yeah, let's have a look at some cargo. See if I can find
Some illegal cargo on top.
That one's delivered to Tatooine, which is it's on my way. Otherwise, resolve card 1. Stolen weapons. I will cycle that one. What's the limit? Less horrific. Destination augment. That's what keeping me trapped over here a little bit. So I'll cycle one more time. Destination trailing core. Oh, hey, cool. Corellia passenger. And then you can move directly to the Spinwood core. Okay, that just lets me teleport across from there.
Because you can try and move from one to the other if you want to.
Cool.
But
I suppose, yeah, because they technically are leading around.
yeah, but it's Imperial territory, so if you're negative with the Imperials, it's pretty dangerous to do.
Okay, I will take this Corellian passenger on board. Technically their cargo. Because I'm heading that way anyway. And then we do a new card reveal, which is move the rebels 4 towards me, which just jumps into where I am.
They like you, following you around.
Ooh, cannot buy Mon Calamari Distribution, Mon Calamari. Salvage. Okay.
Encounter step.
Interesting. So, this is what I'm doing here. Encounter the Ryloth space. So, as long as I do an encounter here, that triggers my ability.
You can't do 2 before you've done 1.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Should remember that. Okay. I think you did say, I just forgot. Right, in that case, encounter Ryloth as buy ships and selling stuff. Interesting. I'll encounter Ryloth and see what's there. Okay. If you have positive or average rebel reputation, a rebel sympathizer offers to let you purchase a ship from her personal collection.
You've got a new ship.
You may buy any ship sheet from the supply for its cost. Place the ship on its ship goal side as normal, then remove the ship's card from the market deck and reshuffle the deck. So,
I mean, that's nice. If you wanted to upgrade your ship be careful about leaving yourself with no money. Yeah. But you've got cargo and stuff, so you should be fine.
Yeah. Now the question is, when we're trading up a ship, is it just the ship we can trade in, or is
No, you can trade other stuff as well.
So I could technically trade in the quad laser cannons as well.
Yeah.
To get one of the level 20 ships. Have a quick look. Whether I just want to tag in a different level 15. I've got a nice level 15 here. So probably not going for any of the cheaper ones, but I could get either. I'm just going to check the nicer one.
Yeah, you wouldn't get change if you went for a cheaper one.
Bear with us, viewers.
Where is Grimden? That is the question.
Can't do that one. Still can't get the ghost. It's still outside my ability. So, right. So I could theoretically What do you reckon? 646. So that's slower but tougher. 746. Deliver 2 legal cargo. Same speed but a bit better in the fight. 655. Slower but tougher. 745. But I've already got 745 because of the quads cannon. If you have either 2 mods or 1 mod, the Chewbacca crew. I think I'll stick with the upgrading. I think it's getting to the next big step will be the better one. So I'll hold fire. But nice that they gave me the offer.
Okay. Card goes on the bottom.
I like my YV666 light freighter.
What's the goal of the ship?
I have to take damage and then repair that damage and pay 7k and it flips.
Okay.
When it flips, if it might explode, I can instead hopefully just repair 2 damage and not explode.
I am going to stay where I am and heal up. And then in the action step, I'm going to deliver the Black Sun Mole, as we described earlier on, which gets me the 6,000 credits. It gets me the fame again, and gets me the Hut reputation again. Right, so that's that done. I can then do a market step. And sure. Let's buy the VCX 100 Light Freighter. But do I want to cycle any of these cards?
Oh, you managed to get
first? I've got
Give me
25
my ship back. Ship thief.
I mean, it is a really good ship. I just don't know whether I'm gonna cycle some. There's a legendary game of Sabak. Influence, knowledge, stealth, and tactics. Well, I've got influence. I've got knowledge. I've got stealth. Could call you for tactics. So I'm going to cycle through this. Okay, I'm going to leave that on top, and then I'm going to buy this. So 25 grand.
High water in price, but it's a very nice ship.
It is.
There we are.
Out with the old, in with the new.
So 755, and if you encounter a level 3 or 4 Imperial Patrol, gain a fame and flip the sheet, which then gets you. Oh, you get to deliver any number of a cargo with a destination that is within 2 spaces of you. So that lets you just bulk drop. Very nice. Here's the other 25,000.
Right, nice. Skint, but nice.
Cost me all my money. The other nice one is the the aerial, so the Edgewalk class sweep carrier, which is just an absolute tank.
And then I am going to have an encounter against the Imperials.
Okay.
Why not? So let's encounter this Imperial patrol.
Oh, you're going gunning for them.
Why not? It's part of my thing to win a ship combat against a patrol.
Oh, okay.
So I get 5 dice. I think we're going to need the other dice.
Oh, yeah.
I get 5. They're going to get 3.
They roll 3
Oh,
dice
reveal the
as
new
well.
ship card. Thank you. It's the GX1 short hauler. No, neither of us want that.
Ew.
So hits are hits, critical hits are 2 hits.
Okay.
And then whoever gets the most hits wins the combat. But you deal damage to the other side. Well, yeah, they deal damage to me if they get hit. So I've done 2 hits.
Which is, and they're gonna.
Right, and then they roll 3 dice. 3 hits. So I lose the combat.
Oh, you have to win, do you?
Yeah. Wow.
Look at you. So that's a load of holes in your brand new ship.
Wow. Dice are not with me today.
Blah, 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 blah.
And I think you lose a reputation even if you fail. Do you want to pass me the rules reference? Oh yeah, it makes sense. You know, I was fighting the Imperials. I'll check it while you take your turn.
Cool. I'm actually going to hold my turn here.
So you can gain 2,000?
Gain 2,000. Reason being, there's a cargo I particularly want because I'm about to go to Mon Calamari.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll take 2,000.
Oh no, it's only when you win a combat against a patrol.
Yeah, you just got a bit shot.
That you lose the reputation.
You started a bit and they shot you up, but because you didn't kill them, you just no more than still an annoyance. Action step, no deliveries, but market. I'm going to take that pay 1,000 to take the
Yep.
delivery to one calamari.
New card gets revealed. The huts move 4 towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's the quickest way. And in a 1 or 2 player game, flip over a contact on your planet.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll flip over this one. So it's Saw Gerrera, 21.
So if you are Jin Urso, you could gain it for free. If you're not Jin Urso and you've got negative reputation or positive imperial reputation, you test stealth. If you did not test stealth, you may test influence. And if you pass, you can gain Saw Gerrera.
What does he do?
It's good.
He's tactics. More. I've only got tactics. Action.
You'd have double
Choose another
tactics.
character or ship in your space. It suffers 2 damage. If that player has improvement, it suffers additional damage. That'll give me 3 tactics.
Oh, there's no point of having 3.
Yeah, it's
Tactics coming out of your ears.
Actually useful. So yeah, tactics guys. I just need some actual muscle to do the fighting. Yeah, so I won't bother doing him. I will flip this one over. This is my encounter.
So for your encounter, you're going to look at that one. Yeah.
It's Bib Fortuna.
Oh, I need to kill him. I believe.
Bib Fortuna.
That's my last thing.
It's making my ship and keep running away from you.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's like, no, leave him alone.
So we're just looking at this, aren't we? No, you're encountering it.
Yeah,
we were looking at that.
Yeah, but this one.
That's the one you're actually encountering.
Wonga.
Wonga.
Shadows. This is your chance to gain the ear of Jabba the Hutt. You may spend 2,000 credits to choose a player. Make that player gain or lose 1 Hutt reputation. Hutt is the greed, isn't it? So loser. After resolving this card, move Bib Fortuna's token to an empty contact space on Tatooine. If there is not an empty contact space, exchange this token with a contact on Tatooine. They already like it. The best I could do is put you down to. Although they are sitting on you, but that means you can just move away.
No, they've just moved to here.
Is it worth spending 2 cash just to annoy you? I spend 2 cash and just sort of whisper.
Okay.
Or, no, I'm gonna big myself up, pick me, and boost my own reputation with the Hutt stuff.
And then Bib Fortuna moves to here. There's no space.
Yep.
So you're not there. Here, there's no space, so we sword. I don't think it counts.
So we switch it with one of these then.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether
that planet still counts.
The planet now counts as a contact space. We'll switch it.
Okay. That's the end of my turn.
So I'm going to stay where I am and heal up. Then I'm going to do an action step where I am going to take... What are we going to take? What are we going to take? Well, I'm going to cycle through the first cargo card. I'll cycle through the second cargo card. And I'm going to buy some illegal cargo. But this is easy to buy, but hard to sell. Got some stolen supplies that are bound for Kessel. Right, and as my encounter, guess what? I'm going to encounter the Imperial Patrol. But this time...
Going back and trying again.
This time...
You're going to fluff it even harder?
This time I've scored 2 hits.
Boss, he's back again.
1 hit.
Gosh.
So I take a damage, but I have successfully defeated the Imperial Patrol.
Yeah.
I get 5,000 credits.
According to the last minute logs, the crew were too busy laughing hysterically to actually bother praising the shields and defending themselves.
So I have won a ship combat against a patrol. Ding.
Boo.
And a new one comes out. Bonk. Right. You go.
And your Imperial reputation...
Oh, my Imperial reputation goes down. Yes.
Back to me then. So I'm friends with the rebels, so I can just head off. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Even if you weren't, you can always leave a space.
Leave,
You
yes.
just can't. They stop your movement when you move on.
As an action, I'm going to force myself to move faster. And I'll do it.
You sure? You want to call me? I know a shortcut.
No, because I want to try and damage the ship.
Oh, of course,
Prepare
yes.
to do
Yeah.
that. jumps me to Nal Hutter. I then need to take the tech test.
You kind of want to fail, don't you?
Actually, it's the time I actually want to fail, just so I can then do some repair work. I believe because I haven't got tech, that's failed.
You have no tech.
I have
Yes,
no
you
tech.
failed.
Yep, so I take 2 damage.
2 damage on the ship.
But I've got plenty of hit points left. Hopefully later on I can fix that. So that was my move. That was first my action step. No bounties or cargoes or... When do we do the jobs? Is it in...
That's an encounter step, I
So
believe. Doesn't it say on them,
Gotcha.
encounter?
Yeah, so rather than doing these encounters, I do that encounter. And you said you've got knowledge.
I know stuff.
You know stuff. You know things.
I do.
Yes.
I might be willing to share that knowledge with you.
Technically, we can call in the favours. Can we call multiple favours in?
No.
Just once per in my
I believe you can only call one favour, even in a even with more than 2 players.
Gotcha.
You can only call in one
It does
favour
make sense. What does Nal Hutter
per turn.
give? Credits.
Credit and bounties.
I will. Yes. Do I want to buy something? Oh, she's the top card of that deck. Did you buy something from there, or
I did. I bought the stolen supplies.
so we should have moved?
So the hut should have moved 3 towards me.
Yeah.
My attack then?
What regular good reputation?
Yeah, whatever.
Right. Got no space for jobs or gear. My ship's already good. Is it worth getting anything at this point? Sort of not really. Got the... And I've got space for another gear. I'll have a look at the gear. This is the gear deck, isn't it?
That is gear. Yeah.
Can't afford the first one, so I'll cycle that one.
With gear and mods, I think.
No, can't afford that one. Cycle it. Can't afford that one. So I won't take any action.
You can still do from one of these others.
No, 'cause, my jobs are full.
Okay,
and I
you
can
can take
do-
one of those if you wanted.
I'm about to do these. So
Okay.
that's why I'm holding off. I was just seeing if I could grab something quick whilst I was there, but it didn't work out. Oh, now I'll encounter. Let me say, Doctor. He is tech. Oh, he'll be useful going forward. But it's a strength test. You take damage. Pass or fail. You may spend 2,000 to gain the crew token. So I could get myself a techie. Since I do have the tech test, and now I've done the damage. You know what? I'll try and bring the Scarface psychotic lunatic on board.
So you have to have a fight with him first.
Yeah, so we're off for an epic drinking session with Dr. Eversan. Don't succeed because I haven't got strength, so I do get a bit of a kicking.
Yep, 2 damage.
Yep, ow, ow. But that's okay because my plan is to repair.
Yeah, but then you can spend 2 grand
Yep, I spend 2 grand
to recruit him.
Wake up with him on board. Going,
Yeah.
What happened last
I
night?
don't remember anything about last night.
Yep. Why have I got a black eye? Why is Jin missing 3 teeth? And who's he? Right, so that's the end of my turn.
I hadn't thought beyond this. I need to find Garindan. I'm not having much luck. He's probably over here. Now the huts are friendly with me, so I can go through them.
Yeah.
So that's good. But I do need more bounties. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, my ship goes 7 now.
Yes. Yeah,
4, 5, 6.
When it isn't full of laser holes.
Yeah. So I'll go to Tatooine. Oh, encounter. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll go to Tatooine. On the way to Kessel, and we'll do a market step. And I'm going to cycle this. So I don't want that one. It's a bounty on Chewbacca. I'll get rid of that one. It's a bounty on Ziton Modge.
I don't know.
It is. I mean, he's yellow. I need to do a yellow at some point. So I'll take it. The card is revealed. No movement of any patrols or anything. And then for my encounter, I am going to encounter this yellow token here, and it is Maz Kanata. The next bounty card is for Maz Kanata. So, card number 19. They call her the Smuggler Queen of Takadana. It seems there's nothing Maz does not know. If you have negative or neutral Imperial reputation, I do, I can spend 4,000 to gain the crew below. She's got influence and knowledge. Yeah, sure.
Oh, that doubles up your knowledge, doesn't it?
Yeah, and once per turn after you roll dice for a skill test, I can re-roll one of those dice. So she doesn't like the Imperials, and neither do I. And yeah, that's double influence, and that's double knowledge. Yeah, I like that. You'll go.
Yep. So, time to do the run to Mon Calamari. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's my action step. Deliver cargo. Destination Mon Calamari. So I deliver the salvage. I gain 5,000 credits and 1 rebel reputation, but I'm already max rebel reputation. Bottom of the deck or bin,
yep.
Or 5,000 credits. Then, is there a way of no crew on those?
Not normally.
It's going to give me
no, I don't think there's any crew on any of these cards. Oh no, there is. You've burned one right at the start. It was hired crew, and it's basically one crew member that will give you any skill once.
Oh yeah, which deck was that one from?
I think it was here.
I think it was there.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll take a jump. It's just
there might only be one in there,
yeah,
or there might be one in every deck. I'm not sure.
So burn that one.
Keep her close so that you can gain the bounty. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Keep her there. Get the bounty for her, and go. Oh, hello, you.
Burn one. No, that was just jobs. Never mind. It wasn't the right deck, wasn't it? Yeah. So job. No. All skills, ship combat. That's quite an impressive one. All skills, ship combat. So I won't bother.
Disable the comms network. So basically, everything helps.
+1.
Wow.
Don't think there's anything that's going to get me additional skill taglines. That's all what I'm looking for. It's really going to be crew, isn't it?
Yeah.
I will hold off then on doing any other actions. I'm not going to buy anything. Everything's. So what they call? Oh no. What's the top cargo deck?
Top card of the cargo deck.
Yeah.
The back to supplies.
Destination Takudana. Where's Takudana?
Takadana is here.
It's on my way. Actually, I'll spend 1,000. I'll take back to supplies. Come on, touchy fingers. And then the new card is the Hut Syndicate. Move 3 towards me.
The Hut Syndicate?
That's where the huts.
The huts? They're here?
Sorry, I forgot they're not going to. They're legitimate businessmen. You're
yes.
Right. My apologies. I pay £1,000, 1,000 space bucks for that. Then, job. So I'm going to attempt to do Relic of the Past. Destination Mon Calamari.
Can read the flavour?
Yep.
What is it you're
you
trying
have
to do?
uncovered information about an underwater temple on Mon Calamari. Surely there is something of worth there. Encounter. Resolve card number 49.
No, sorry, no card 49.
Nice try.
Broken the game. Just means they've not been put away in...
Somebody hasn't put the decks back.
Somebody... There's 2 49s now. There used to be 1, there's now 2.
Okay. All random choices,
yeah.
Okay. Relic of the Past. You need to decipher your map to find the entrance to the temple. Test knowledge. If you fail, the job fails. I will... I haven't got knowledge myself. Full old bean.
Yeah.
So, if I give you... I'm giving you this. Then you turn down me giving you this for a favour.
Yeah, you're offering me that in exchange for me lending you my knowledge.
Which one? But when you use this, I can't use.
Yeah.
I'm willing to offer you any favour of your choice to lend me your knowledge.
A couple of grand?
Oh, right. I know he's taking me for a ride, but I need his tasty brains.
Okay.
show me this works. Actually, 1 second. Let me just think. Pass it back a second.
I mean, I have double knowledge,
Yeah.
so I don't know if I'm lending you both.
Yeah. Just quickly check how
just one.
How the lending works. Did you take the 2,000?
Choose a skill to gain for your next skill test. The chosen skill must be on the character or accrue of the player who is granting the favour. Yeah, I took 2,000. The requesting player gains that favour's effect. So I think you just gain it once.
Gotcha.
It says the skill rather than.
If it's just a single one,
Yeah.
I'm willing to give you the favour for anything, but I'll pay the $2,000 only if I pass the test.
Sure. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm happy with that. So there's $2,000 floating.
$2,000 floating. If
Yeah,
I pass,
if you
you
pass,
can have it. If
okay.
not, then your tasty brains weren't quite tasty enough. So 2 dice needing either, and for me, blanks,
Hits or criticals.
hits or criticals, or eyes if I want to use Jin's ability.
There you go.
That's
So
it.
you needed
So
it. You
needed
needed
it,
my
so
knowledge.
You get the 2,000.
Yeah.
Payment's been transferred.
But what did I know?
You'd help me decipher the map to find the entrance.
Yeah. So there's an arrow. Yeah. If you follow that arrow, yeah, that's what the arrow on the map means.
Gotcha.
There you go.
I just can't wait to it's Nepeno. Yeah. Yeah, got it. Yeah. So I enter the temple, but your first step triggers a trap. Proceed with caution. Test stealth. If you fail, your character suffers 1 damage. Now I can take 1 damage without dying, so this is not a.
Do you have stealth?
No.
So I do, but you've already used the
I've already
favour.
used that. Worst case, I get hurt a bit more, but I'm not going to burn Jin's ability.
Okay.
I could turn that to a pass, but I can only use hers once.
Yep. So you take the damage. You've got 1 hit point left.
Hit in the face again. And then you pluck the priceless relic off the pedestal, but the room starts to fill with water. A large boulder crashes down from the ceiling,
Surprise.
blocking your only escape route. Test tactics. If you fail, your character suffers 1 damage and repeat this step. Now, fortunately, I have multiple.
So anything other than a blank, I think.
I'm okay.
There you go.
Complete the job. We got out with the relic.
What'd you get?
So, reward 5,000 cash and 1 fame.
Woohoo!
Everyone knows how I robbed the Mon Calamarians of
And is
their...
it a remove from the game or
Removed
not?
from the game.
It is a remove from the game because you've stolen it.
Yeah, I've stolen their priceless relic. And more importantly, I did an encounter. Encounter the Mon Calamarians. Does that count as
No,
encountering the Mon Calamarians?
it's that.
Gotcha. So I'm going to have to
It's
only do 1
that
encounter.
stuff. Yeah.
But I'll have to stay here for a turn and do that again in order to complete the mission. But I've now got a nice big chunk of cash. And I'll stay here anyway to get
We'll
things
heal you up.
fixed. Yep.
Can I go?
Yes, back to you. After having a temple dropped on me, I'm in fantastic.
I'm going to go over there. And I'm going to say hello to you. But before I say hello to you, I am going to... I've only got £4,000. I am going to cycle this. This is the one with... Yes, it is. Right, okay. So we're going to cycle that.
I
Aha!
have stealth.
Do I have stealth?
Yeah.
I do.
Cool.
So I'm going to buy a shield upgrade for my ship.
Nice.
I'm going to reveal this. So the rebels move 4 spaces towards me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And in a 1 to 4 player game, I flip over a token on this planet. I'm going to flip over this one. It is Dengar. So I've just flipped that over. I'm not encountering it. So there is Dengar. If you have at least 1 negative reputation, then you fight a combat against him because he's a bounty hunter. He's looking for you.
Someone's. Yeah.
If you win, you gain a fame and discard the token. If you lose or you don't have a negative reputation, put his token face down on a contact space or an empty contact space. Face down on his contact space or an empty card. You go somewhere else. I'm going to encounter you.
Okay. Hey, buddy. How can I help?
I'm going to test influence.
Okay. Naughty. Oh, you're trying to nix me.
I have double influence. I have succeeded. So you must choose and give me either a cargo, a gear, or a mod.
A cargo, a gear, or a mod. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw a thermal detonator at you, but I forgot to pull the pin out.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't have room for that. So, how does this work?
I'm guessing you have to think in discard.
Oh, that's terrible. Why didn't I think about this? Ah. Place a gold token on that card. If you gain a card this way, gain 1 fame and flip this card. I think I can still do this.
You've gained it.
I've gained it.
You can't keep it.
But I put a gold token on it, and I'm not sure why I put a gold token on it, because I gain a fame, and I flip this card over. Because I gained it. I persuaded you to give me something. And then I decide that I don't want it anymore, so I throw it out the window.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure why you put a gold token on it.
Remember what it says?
Yeah. That's what we're going to play. If that's not right, let us know.
Ah, that's why. Another player in your space can fight a combat against you as their encounter. If they win, they may discard a gold token from one of your cargo, take it back. Basically, we can steal it back.
Oh, okay.
But
I've thrown it out the window.
Yeah, it's already gone. Boom.
So, okay, right. So that's flipped over, which means... Oh, I can spend an action and 10 grand to flip it over. So I can actually flip my thing back and keep doing that.
Keep nicking things.
Okay, nice. Interesting. I didn't think there were any cards that flipped back over, but there is. That was my encounter. Your go.
Right, so I'm going to stay where I am.
I got 2 fame.
I get to repair the YV.
Yep, and
Oh,
yours.
I'm sorry, I've got fame as well because I
You
completed
should
my
have,
mission. Yep. I repair YV. I heal up.
Yep.
So I borrow a bit of the back, sir. Get myself repatched up. Now I recover at least 1 damage from the ship. I now spend 7,000 cash to gain another fame.
And the ship has been
My
upgraded.
ship to the Hound's Tooth. 745. Slightly more better firepower. Cargo mod. Crew. But the Nashtar pup, when you would become defeated during a ship combat, I've got a chance of instead to recover 2 damage, so it makes it a bit more durable in a last ditch fight, and it's now got firepower 5 because of the improved quad cannons. So that was my planning step. I held still to recover. Action step, I wasn't delivering anything, but I've now got a space for some jobs. So let's see the job deck again, please.
Don't forget, there's the luxury job deck.
Yeah, but they all cost money.
They cost money to take the job.
I've got a grand left, so. Ord Mantell or Rings of Cathern.
Rings of Cathern is here.
Yeah. I'll
Ord
cycle
Mantell
that
is
one.
over here.
I get something where I currently am. Honest. Oh. Honest robbery. Stealth, strength opposed, and ground combat. Destination, any planet with another player on it.
Yeah.
Encounter, choose another player in your space and you resolve number 5. Stealth, strength opposed.
So that means we each make a check.
And ground combat. And did you have strength?
I do not have strength.
Okay. So we'll both be rolling a random. Except have you got weapons or?
I do. I've got a vibro knife, a wrist rocket, and I've got a. No, that's a skill test. Well, it is a skill test, isn't it?
But
I can re-roll skill tests.
No, I'd still fail. Yeah, it's not worth it because it's stealing money you haven't got. So I'll cycle that one and draw one more time. Influence, piloting, opposed, and ship combat. Destination, another place. Again, it's robbing things you haven't got, so you have cash. So I won't bother with any of that. We do have the bounty for Maz.
Who is here?
Yep. My cargo's full. So if I took that, and can I get her from your?
Yeah, you'd have to approach me. I could then give her over, or you'd have to fight me. There's various ways that you can get her off me.
I'm not gonna. I won't bother.
Okay.
Not won't bother. It's just
Encounter set.
So now I will encounter.
Who are you going to encounter?
Okay, trailing core and yes, I may encounter Mon Calamari because I want to get this one.
Right. Okay.
Mon Calamari. If you have positive reputation, which I do, get that one there. It's upside down.
Is it a secret one?
Yeah, secret.
Okay, so secret basically means stop, don't read it out.
Gotcha.
Because it is secret.
But I keep this in front of me now because it's not any of these.
It's face downs. Yeah. If you ever get defeated, you lose all your secrets.
Gotcha. It's not here, it's off to one side. Is
Yeah.
that right? Okay. Cool, cool. So I've completed Mon Calamari. Ryloth is back over there. I wanted to get to there. Trailing core, counter trailing core, influence, stealth, strength. That was my counter. So I will pass.
Oh, your encounter? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go to Nell Hutter. I forgot about this, but I've got an action to recover a damage from my ship. So I can basically do that every action step. I can do that action.
Slowly ticks up.
Yes. What else can I do in the action step? I can't deliver any bounties. I can't deliver any cargo. So we can do the market thing. I do only have a
He
grand.
shouldn't be here anymore because he's with me.
Oh yeah, yes. Just take it off. Yeah. So I
And
might.
Mel shouldn't be there. She's with you.
That's true.
Bib's still there though.
So I'm going to buy some unrefined coaxium
Okay.
because I can. I'm going to flip over this card, and so the Imperial Patrol moves 3 spaces towards me. 2, 3. And in a 1 to 3 play game, I reveal a thing on my space. So I'll reveal that one. It's Black Chrysanthemum, as I call it. So I've just revealed it. I haven't actually had an encounter yet, but he's got strength.
Okay.
And you can spend money to boost on ground combat, which I need to do. So the infamous Wookiee bounty hunter could be a valuable ally or a dangerous enemy. If you have a bounty or job, I can spend 1,000 to gain the crew below. So if I'm already on a job to do something, he'll join me. If you do not gain the crew and you have at least 1 negative reputation, he attacks me. What?
Well, he's a crazed Wookiee bounty.
Oh.
Is he giving you a good mauling?
That's terrible. So literally he goes, oh, you bounty hunter, you're on a job, I'll join you. No, right, well, I'm going to attack you then. Because the Imperials don't like me. Okay, unfortunately, this is a combat against 4, and I'm only 2.
It's almost like the skinny guy with goggles isn't being much against
that
berserker
but
Wookiee.
After I roll dice, I can rotate this card to add 2 successes. And during ground combat, I can turn one of my eyes to a success.
You have strength or
stealth, gain +1. Oh, I do have stealth. Excellent. Right, so I'm actually 3. That's not too bad then. So I'm 3.
3, and with an eye
And
turning
with
into it.
yeah.
And the potential for the wrist
Yeah.
lock as well.
So I'm going to rotate the eye to a hit.
Yep.
And I am going to use... This is a skill test, isn't it? Is it a skill test?
This is a combat test.
No, it's not a skill test. Okay, so it's 2. After you roll dice during ground combat, you may rotate this card to add 2. Well, okay, I'm not going to.
Okay.
So he rolls 4.
Yep.
So I've got 2 successes.
Back here. He's got
6.
yes. Oh mate. Has he just grabbed both your arms and pulled?
So I'm defeated.
He's just floored you. So what happens to you now?
I lose all my secrets.
Well, obviously, what happens now is your crew try and find where your limbs are.
Yeah, I lose 3,000 credits or something like that. I don't have any. You might have the thing about what happens when you're beaten up.
Let's see.
It might be on a reference card. It's not. Be under defeated.
Oh, there we are. Skill test.
I don't think it is. And then I have to spend my next round healing. Is basically what it is.
Defeated, page 6.
Well, that was rubbish, wasn't
That was a bit nasty, yeah. That was quite impressive even for a... Player completed when a person they lose 3 credits or all the credits they have to within 3,000.
Yeah.
Discard all secrets.
Yeah.
Place their character standing on its side.
Yeah, could have been worse.
The current action. You stand up. It's like, yeah. So...
Okay, you'll go.
Ooh. So I've done my event here. So I will move... Oh, no, it's okay, because I can be a cheeky chappy. So... Can I... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will go 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
I have to stop at the
You have to stop because they're neutral.
Yep.
You don't get a market step because you're not on a planet.
So, okay, but the first part of my action step, I trigger. I'm not in the maelstrom. I will move up 2 spaces, ignoring patrols.
Yep.
And then I will do a tech test to maybe blow the engines. But hopefully this time I've got Dr. Everzan working in the engine room, who will mean I...
Nope.
Once per turn during a combat or skill test, turn an I to a critical success.
Yep.
Jin backs him up, and I punch through to
Takadana.
Deliver 6,000 credits worth of Bacta. 6,000 credits. Yum, yum, yum. Yum, yum, yum.
Is that done?
That one's done. Right.
If you're not a droid, discard this card to recover.
It's a free action.
Oh, so you could have used it.
Because I'm going to be resting anyway.
Yeah.
Next stop is the trailing core, but let's have a look at... I'll go back to the jobs deck, please. So I'll cycle that one. Ooh, hired help. Yes, perfect. I'll pay 1 to get a...
any skill you want at some point.
Any skill I want as a 1-shot.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But if it fails, you keep the card, I think.
If you pass the test, discard the crew.
Yeah.
So it gives me that little bit extra.
Right. New card is Syndicates move 4 spaces towards you. 1, 2, 3.
Encounter. Let me encounter the... See, what does Takadada offer?
Crew and moving contacts around.
I will encounter... Let's see what this one is. It's me. So she just disappears. Heracyrol.
Yep, so we get rid of that.
Yep.
That never happened.
So I should then just pick a different one instead.
Yep.
I'll pick this one. It is Honsu.
It's me.
I'll pick the only one that was there,
Okay.
which is this one.
It's me.
Chopper. He's card number 27. Chopper. Looks like a droid. Could be useful.
And this is encountering it.
27.
So that's boss.
Yep.
Chopper.
Piloting and tech action. Recover 2 damage from your ship. Very nice. Oh. You find this droid in the wreck of an old Republic Y-Wing. He has probably been stuck here since the Clone Wars and requires some spare parts and repairs. If you are Hera Syndulla, who I am, you may spend 3,000 to gain the crew below and discard Chopper's token. So I will actually, because he both gives me tech, piloting, and repair the ship for free as a free action. So Dr. Evzan.
So you put him on the planet.
I pay him off, and he wanders off to go and get horribly, horribly drunk and probably start a fight with a farm boy. I'll take a Chopper, so I now have tech, double piloting, and an ability to repair the ship if it gets beaten up. Yeah, that's where he's been hiding. We're looking for Chopper, but that does cost me 3,000, which I think is basically paying off Dr. Evzan's bar tab.
Yeah.
Right, that's...
You might want to put your money...
Oh, sorry.
So we just can't see any of your cards.
There we are.
It's fine.
See it now? Is that all okay?
In fact, I can probably move that.
Oh, yeah.
If you wanted to move everything up a little bit. There we go. Right.
Yeah, it's better.
Am I go?
I still find ways to annoy... I suppose I could just go and shoot down some Imperials at some point. But,
I stand up.
Yep. Your damage goes away.
Damage goes away. I stand up.
Yep. Excellent news. They managed to find your kneecaps.
Nice. And then I can take a thing. Although I don't have any money. I mean, I could upgrade stuff, but yeah, no, I'm not even going to bother doing the market step and the encounter step. I'm just going to draw a card for Null Hutter. See what it is. It's a bounty, so I'm not going to take it because it's an orange bounty card and it's really dangerous. So you'll go.
Yeah.
Basically, we'll skip a turn. Fine.
There's no other way out of back to that Imperial Patrol, isn't there?
Oh yeah. So you'd have to stop.
You know what? They've been annoying me for a while, so I think we're gonna have a little.
You're gonna have a go at them.
I'm gonna have a go.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a go. I think. Well, I need to annoy them so I can get my negative
The
development.
best way is blowing up their patrol. Plus, it's a fame. If you do it, it's a fame.
This is a more powerful ship. Yeah.
So 5.
Five.
Yours is 4.
No, mine is 5. Quad lasers.
Alright, 5 versus 5.
So my 5. This is a combat test.
It is a combat test.
Yep. So Jin's ability will trigger. I get.
So she can turn it to a critical. So that's 3.
3. No
So
rerolls before. So I'm not going to bother using that one. 3. Yep. Not.
Okay. So you've done 3.
Yep.
3.
So I lose.
You win. I believe attacker wins, but you take 3 damage.
Okay. Because I thought when you fought earlier, you.
No, I got lower.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty sure on a tie, the attacker wins. It's the opposite of what normally happens.
Attacker wins combat. Yep. So I shoot them down.
Yep. So you gain fame.
The Imperials are somewhat narked with me.
And
I
level
get
3 one
fame.
comes out.
Yep, so try and get past that now because now they will. Well, now they'll shoot. Now they'll attack me on sight.
Yeah.
That's
Shoot a goal.
come in, please. Shoot, kill, shoot, kill. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Where am I going? Kessel. Can I get to Kessel? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You can indeed.
Can.
Actually, why is it damage on me? Oh, because it's still. That's how.
It dealt 3 damage.
Gotcha. So what happened
Yeah.
if weird damaged each other? If it had rolled.
I believe you still win, but then you're defeated. I think,
Gotcha.
but not sure. So I am going to try and deliver this illegal cargo.
Like the world's worst smuggler, right? Or the world's worst undercover cop.
Yeah.
Anyone want to buy this illegal cargo?
Got some stolen supplies.
Anyone want to run a local black market to sell these stolen goods?
Okay, I've rolled an eyeball. So on card number 1, of which there are 4 card number 1s, something bad is going to happen. Oh, should Rob put a gold token on his 3rd ambition? Well spotted.
Yes, I've now managed to annoy them. Can I have the gold token, please?
Oh, yeah. But that will constantly recheck itself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, much appreciated.
Okay, so eyeball result. If you have negative reputation with a patrol in your space, end your action step. No. Otherwise, resolve the section below that matches the rolled result. The rebellion needs this cargo more than you. You may lose 1 rebel reputation to deliver the cargo and end your turn. Otherwise, end your turn. Okay, I am going to lose a rebel reputation. Screw the rebels. I am going to deliver the cargo. So I deliver the cargo. I get 7,000 and a fame. Look at me. And it's cargo, so I get an extra 1,000. Because of this. Yep, the stolen supplies have been delivered to Kessel. That is me done. Yeah, because it said end turn, so I've ended my turn. Still looking for Gurinden.
Right. Back to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I will move. That there doesn't count as the trailing cord. Is that going to try and get past
That does not count as the train core is
So
this
1,
space.
2. I'm going to stop there. First action, I'm going to trigger Chopper, who's going to repair the ship. Then I'm going to trigger Hera's ability and try and.
Oh, to move 2. Yeah, nice. That works.
Ignoring the Imperial ship. Ignoring patrols. And I will use Jin's ability.
Turn it to a
skill
success.
test, turn it to a success.
So you move 2, you arrive at the training
we're
core.
doing nice.
So we're still in your action step.
Yep.
These count as planets, so you can do the market stuff on
Yeah.
them.
Brilliant. Oh, there's my money. Okay. So I can deliver him as soon as I teleport over here.
Mhm.
I can, so I want to do him next. So first things first. Encounter. Let me see the job deck, please. And what's the first cargo?
Blaster parts.
Yeah.
Cannot buy on Cantonica, destination Cantonica. And then once you've turned them into blasters, it goes to Ryloth.
Cantonica and right over there. Actually, I'll take that. I won't bother because I'm hopefully about to head out that
Cost
way.
you 1,000.
Cost me 1,000 to get some blaster
The
parts.
new card says, we reveal a contact on your planet. There are no contacts on your planet.
Right, then.
Your encounter.
Yep, I'm infiltrating the White Worms, a
Are you?
Corellian criminal group known as the White Worms have stolen data from the wrong man. Now he's looking for someone to steal it back. Destination the Trailing Core.
Mm-hmm.
Encounter resolve card number 58. Right. Infiltrate the White Worms. Sneaking onto Corellia was hard enough, but now you need somewhere to somehow weasel your way into Lady Proxima's good graces. Test influence. If you pass, skip to step 3. Otherwise, I got to go to avoid a strength test. So
you have influence.
I have influence.
You
That's
pass.
a pass, so I skip to step 3. I've weaseled my way into her good graces, and I've been assigned to the job you've been waiting for. You'd better pull your weight or they get suspicious. Test tactics, of which I have multiple. If you pass, skip to step 5.
Yep.
Pass. At long last, your client's data pad is within reach. Test stealth. If you pass, complete this job. If you fail, return to step 4. I'm going to activate the hired help.
Mhm.
That's what she was brought on
To get
board
stealth.
here. The cat burglar to get me stealth.
It's an eyeball.
Which Jin now activates, because I haven't used it yet.
Oh, yeah.
No, not in this action.
It's per round, isn't it?
Per round, once per turn.
Per turn. I thought you used her to get past
Oh,
the...
did I get with the patrol?
I think you used it... Yeah. Brett might remember, or anybody else. I think you used Jin this turn to...
Yeah, fair enough. I think you're right, yeah, because I used her to get the auto success, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, I should have tapped her, sorry. In that case, I don't use up the hired help. That one goes a little bit wrong.
So you failed and go back to step 4.
Yep, step 4. There's no penalty there. I get... But Banshee, the boss semi command, is pretty teed off with me. I try to influence her.
Mhm.
So influence standard test. Jin is tapped. I sweet talk her round.
Back to step 5.
Back to step 5. I attempt to test stealth again. So again, I sober up my
your hired help.
Give her a good talking to. Give a quick pep talk. And now she
You've done
comes
it,
through.
and the hired help now goes.
Yep.
Right, okay.
Well, hired help goes as in she gets left behind to take the rap for the...
Right.
I'm sure the White Worms will be very polite about it and just give her a good talking to and send her home to a loving family.
Well done.
Yep.
You have infiltrated the White Worms. So, what'd you
I've
get?
really teed off the syndicate. But I gain 5,000 cash and 2 fame.
2 fame.
Everyone knows I diddled over the syndicate.
Wow.
I removed this card from the game. But it
Yeah,
does not
it's
mean
a big
both
one.
the Imperials... So the Huts...
The Huts and the Rebels love you.
At the syndicate,
Everyone else
the Imperials
hates you.
want me dead. A man of extreme. So an extra 5,000 cash. Pass that back to you. And Jin is out.
He's gone from the game, that one. Yep. Okay.
Right.
Me?
Yes. Back to...
Problem is, there's a blooming maelstrom here, and there's the Rebels, and the Rebels don't like me. Oh. Don't really want to go the long way around. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You made it.
Yeah.
Hey.
This is the long way around, but I've got a ship.
But you've got a really nice ship.
For a ship that goes 7.
You've got a really fancy ship, so you're fine.
So, where am I actually going for? I'm supposed to be going to Mon Calamari. I thought that was down here. It's over there. Oops. Should have been going there. Anyway, never mind. So we're on Naboo. I don't have any money, but I could take this. It's a Coruscant passenger. He wants to go to the Spinwood Court. So I'm going to just take this.
Okay.
And then we reveal this. And the Imperial Patrol moves 4 spaces towards me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right. That's my market step, action step. I don't have anything else in the action step. So now we go to my encounter step. And I'm going to look at this. And it is Ponda Baba. Still can't find Gurinden. Oi, Ponda Baba. Do you know where Gurinden is?
Get back here.
He doesn't like you, but a few credits may change his mind. Test strength. Don't have strength. It's the guy again. It's Dr. Evans' mate.
Yeah. I haven't got strength to lend you, I'm afraid.
No, failed. Take 2 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, one of these days, those two are going to run into someone a bit tougher than them with a laser.
Pass or fail, you can spend 3 grand to gain him. And yeah, he does good stuff. But I can't do it. So that's my go done. You go.
Right, so I'm going to stay where I am. First action, I'm going to use him to repair 2 damage. I'll take 2.
Well, if you're staying where you are, yeah, you get some money.
Yeah, so I'll take some 2,000. Also, yeah, 2,000 cash because I don't need. He can fix that. I don't need to do anything else. 2,000 cash. Then, so he's done his action. I'm going to deliver the Corellian passenger. Destination: the Trailing Core.
That's
Ward,
pretty much the same as this one.
6,000.
Yep. And you may move directly to the Spinwood Core.
I will now move directly to the Spinwood
Yeah, I've got
Core.
the one that wants to go the opposite way.
Boom, boom. Bottom of the deck. Need to go card. Let's have. I need some more. Let me see the job market, please. Now, I'll cycle that one. Oh, Destination Connecticut. Knowledge, tech, and Hut reputation. Well, the Huts love me. I have knowledge. I don't have knowledge, but I do have tech. Knowledge is essential.
I have knowledge. I can sell you some knowledge.
Whether you'll agree to is another question entirely. But I've got some time to look around first. So, oh, you are the chosen player. Choose another player in your space, and you resolve card. Oh no, someone else has to be there. I'll burn that one as well. I want people to be around. The Kessel Run.
Oh yeah. It needs piloting.
Yeah, let's see. Influence.
Yeah.
Check. Strength. No. Tactics. Yes. Piloting. Yes.
Yes.
Knowledge. So I would need to secure someone with strength in order to have a shot.
Need? Is it in italics?
It's in italics.
Oh, okay.
But 10k and
Well,
2k.
Ponda Baba's here.
Well, I'll take him. Where's Ponda Baba?
There.
He's got strength.
Yeah. So you have to fight him first, and then you can spend 3 grand to recruit him.
No worries. So, yep. Then we'll go to the next card, please.
The Imperial Patrol moves 3 spaces towards you.
Okay. Yeah, because they're still pretty knocked. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. My go?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Go to Ord Mantell. Don't think I'm going to do any actions. I mean, I do have money. Oh, I've got this. Oh, no, I've got this. Do I want that instead? During space combat, reroll one of your opponent's dice. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy that. So I'm going to trade that in for 3 grand plus 1 grand to buy the Sublight Acceleration Motor. I'm going to reveal a new card, and the Syndicate moves 3 spaces towards me. Where's the Syndicate? There. So they land on my space. It's fine. They don't attack me. That's good. And then as my encounter, we're going to encounter... Oh, seriously.
Who you found?
But basically, Gurinden is the last white counter that we haven't seen yet.
Oh, right. Okay. Still can't find it.
W1LE. Most droids are rather highly strung. So W1LE's laid-back demeanour and easy charm are a pleasant surprise. So if you're Lando Calrissian, you can gain the crew below. Otherwise, test tech. If you pass, you can gain the crew below. I don't need this at all, so I'm just going to test tech. I didn't succeed. I can spend 3,000 to pass the test instead. I'm not going to bother. So
Okay.
W1ALE is also here. It's a pile up of crew.
Yep. We've got a strength and a what's his skill check?
Tactics.
So Swords tactics,
Yeah.
Toppy Boy strength, and
W1LE is influence.
influence.
Oh, once per turn after you roll dice for a skill test, you can re-roll one of them. Okay, so I could have re-rolled one of them, and I still didn't get it. Need to remember that. Okay, you'll go.
Yes. Reminder what the ships might be out there. 6, 6. I'm gonna have to have a really tough fight later on. Or I need to find just more guns or something. I'll go cover a mod, keyboard mod. Right. So I will move to Karatika.
Cantonica.
Cantonica.
Yeah.
Too. No need for that. No need for that. So I will deliver blaster parts to take 5,000.
Flip the card over.
Yep. Destination is now Ryloth to gain another 11,000. I've got a bunch of fixed blasters. Got lots of nice money, but so the ship's already pretty nice. I don't think I need anything. And let's have a look at the luxury goods, please, because I've got 20k kicking around. So, influence, knowledge, stealth, legendary game of Sabak, another player's space. No, I'll cycle that. Crew, Dash Rendar, piloting and stealth.
Oh, so there are crews in there.
Yeah. Cost me 10,000. When you deliver a legal cargo, you may reduce the cargo's credit reward to 0 to gain 1 additional fame. So that gets me stealth. Didn't need stealth this time. And I've already got double piloting, so I'll flip him and flip once more. Oh, extravagant. Yep. Extravagant wardrobe. While you have 2 or 3 positive reputations, you have 1 additional fame. Whilst you have 4 plus reputations, you have 2 additional fame.
Yeah, it's Lando Calrissian's
fancy coat.
Fancy coat.
Fancy coat. But it's still not quite what I want. What's the Jewel of Yavin? Can I just check? Because I can still choose to take that instead. Knowledge, tactics, influence, cannot bind the boo, 1 fame. We're going to just steal something really valuable. That'll give me, yeah, you know what, I'm going to spend 15k and buy myself some really fancy clothes. So I currently have at least 2 of mine are on plus.
So you gain a fame, effectively.
Fame,
yeah,
yep.
So you're on 6.
Yep. And then, bow rifle staff. Bow rifle.
Anyone moving?
The huts move.
Yep, huts move forward towards you.
Because I'm just so cool.
And you reveal a counter on your space.
Oh, cool. I'll flip this one over. It's Leia Organa.
Never heard of her.
Some backwater planet.
That is the card if you're interested.
Oh,
You got a job.
Stealth, ship combat, piloting, and ground combat. The Imperial Patrol space. Well, I wanted to go and tee them off some more anyway. Encounter.
Yeah, so you go there, and then as an encounter, you do that. You try and rescue somebody from the Imperial Patrol.
Yeah. I'm going to encounter.
You are going to encounter Leia.
I have positive reputation,
Yep.
so I discard Leia Organa's token to gain the job below.
Yep.
The job below is stealth, ship combat, piloting, and ground combat.
Yep.
So I have. Now I need stealth. Typical, but stealth isn't essential. Resolve card 47. I can resolve this instead of encountering the Imperial.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay. My go?
Yes.
So I go to the Spinwood Core.
Yeah, but then just give those.
I'm going to buy the bow rifle And I am going to trade in the wrist rocket. Should have used it first, really. But anyway, the wrist rocket is 5,000. Goes to the bottom of there. Oh, this costs 15. Okay, I'll trade in the vibro knife as well. No, I don't want to trade in the vibro knife. I'll trade in the sublight acceleration motor as well. So that was 5, 9. And then spend 6 grand to buy a bow rifle. Okay, and we reveal 3. Rebel patrol moves 3 spaces towards me. Where's the rebels?
There they are.
1, 2, 3. Okay, so that was my markety step. I don't have any actions, and then I can also buy this. Deliver this. So destination the spin would call. Get 6,000, and I may move direct. Oh, so I should have done this first, which means I didn't need to sell that. I need to spend another full grand. Right. Okay. That's going to go back there. And yeah, and I can maybe move directly to the trading call, which I don't.
All done?
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
So that was all actions, market. So I did that. Then I bought something. And now we do the encounter step.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, the encounter is this, basically, because there's no tokens there. So...
Yeah, you're over there on the spin call. So.
Yeah, so sure, I'll draw
Like
this. Well, so what you do is you decide whether you want to encounter the worlds or go across the core.
Gotcha.
I am going to choose to encounter the worlds.
Okay.
Because I've just come from there. If you have positive rebel reputation, no. If you have negative or neutral rebel reputation, in the core world, demand for shipping is high. You may buy the top card of the cargo market deck with a discount of 1,000. Sure, I'll buy some coaxium crystals for free.
Oh, actually, I'm guessing.
Yeah, if you had positive reputation, you get attacked and stuff like
gotcha.
that. It's bad.
It's the opposite. Oh, right, yeah. So yeah.
Bad. Rebel patrol moves 4 spaces towards me.
Wait there. Back and forth,
1, 2, 3, 4. And I would reveal a contact, but there isn't one. You'll go.
Cool. I'm going to move to right off. 1, 2, 3.
Deliver those
Deliver
blasters.
No, nothing to repair. I should deliver the Rhinothean blasters and gain myself 11,000 credits. Yum, yum, yum. We'll go shopping. Let's have a look, because I'm going to get strength there. I'll look at the luxury goods again, because I got 15k.
There's some stolen jewels.
So I'll cycle the stolen jewels and draw the Jarek Hollow Table. While you have 2 or more crew, you have 1 additional fame. Action. If you're at a nav point, roll 1 die for each crew you have. For each star or eye, gain 1,000. I have 2 or more crew. Yeah, I'll pay 10k for that. That puts me on 7.
It's interesting. Never seen that card before.
10k to the bank, and then
So what have you bought?
a Jarek Hollow Table, games table.
Which?
The ones that have 2 or more crew, I have
Yeah.
+1 fame.
Oh,
So those 2 are both giving me.
so you're at 7.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Pass that back to you.
I'm at 3. Did you reveal the next one?
Yes, that was so. It's
And you've moved the huts 3 towards you.
1, 2, 3. Then I encounter the Ryle of Spades, which is what I need to do to trigger my Hero of the Rebellion.
Right, which is Ryloth.
Ryloth.
You're almost done.
Yeah.
I've suddenly slowed up.
Ooh. Ah, fantastic. A local rebel cell is running dangerously low on supplies. You may discard 1 of your cargo, gear, or mods to gain 4,000 credits and 1 row reputation. If you already had a reputation, instead of gaining credits, gain 1 fame and lose 1 imperial reputation, which will trigger him. I'm actually going to lose her ability, so I will do it.
So the Jarak Holotable, which will lose a fame.
Which loses me a fame.
Yeah.
But then, my rebel is already +1, so I gain a fame, I gain it back, and my Imperial reputation goes down.
So, yeah.
Personal goal. When you lose Imperial reputation, if you already have negative Imperial,
Yeah.
gain 1 fame.
Right.
And
flip the
this
card over. So you are on 8 fame, which is enough to trigger the end of the game.
Encounter. Choose another player in your space with negative or average reputation. That player gains 1 reputation and chooses to either give you one of their cargo or 4K. Basically, I recruit you to the rebellion.
You recruit me to the rebellion. Right, okay. But you've just done this.
Yep. So I've encountered that
So
one.
literally you can now do that. You've met the
If I get over there and kill that, if we're saying we're doing it to 8, then
yeah.
Then yeah.
8 is what's recommended with ambition because
there's more to it.
There's more to it. Normally it would just be to 10.
Right, and then those.
I seem to have stalled. I seem to be doing well, but I'm just not getting any fame. Not finding Gurinden as
the issue is it's
really set me
5
back.
versus 6.
Yeah.
So it is more. So actually, no, I don't need to fight that. I need to get the. I have to kill that to get the star.
The next one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
So
You got a few turns left.
I've got to blat him, but that does then mean I can trigger off this one.
And was that your encounter? Or was that your markets?
That was my encounter because I had to encounter it in order to trigger that. And the encounter got me the rebel contact, which then triggered all of that.
7 to Mon Calamari. I'm going to drop off the unrefined coaxium, which gets me 5,000. 6,000 for me. And I rotate the card. It is now refined coaxium. We now need to take it to Takadana. Oh, I've got 2 lots of coaxium crystals. Nice. I'm all about the coaxium crystals. Right, in terms of an encounter, I'm going to encounter Dengar. So if you have at least 1 negative reputation, yes, Dengar attacks me. I'm fighting a ground combat. He's got 5. If I win, I gain a fame. So this might defeat me, but my ground combat is 2 from that, an extra 1 from the vibro knife because I have stealth, and an extra 3 from the bow rifle, which is 6. But this is not a skill test, so I can't do that. But I may turn one of my eyeballs into a hit. Okay, off we go. We're fighting Dengar. So I turn an eyeball into a hit, and I have got 3.
2, 3.
So I've got 3. He's got 5.
As well.
Also 3. So I believe
Dagger wins dice.
I'm defeated, but I win.
Oh, because how much damage he does.
Yeah.
So you both do combat. Yeah, I think it did say.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't have attacked him because I knew he was going to. If anybody watching knows the answer to that, if you are watching, please say hello in the chat. Just let us know. Apparently there are 45 people watching, but if you are watching, just, drop a message into the chat just to let us know that you're still there, still watching.
Lulled you.
2 hours, 15 minutes, yeah, because if you're close to winning, it's about right for this type of game. So...
Over to me.
Yeah. Did we check that in the rules? Joshua's here.
Yeah, they are.
Rosemary's here. People are here.
They're clearly just wrapped fascination and on the edge of their seats.
We're on in the background, which is fine. Sending people to sleep with our soothing voices. Present. Hey, everybody's here.
There we all are. It's just all, yeah.
Hey, Brian. Hey, kids. Hey, Cormor. Andre. Rosemary. Thank you very much for joining in.
Right.
Stream number 12. 4 more to do today. Just kidding.
We'll finish it up and I'll let Paul get some sleep.
Sleep?
Yes.
I don't know what sleep is.
So, move 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will stop at Naboo. For my action, let's have a look at the gear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the rule.
So can't afford that, so going to cycle through to the next one.
Pulls it and it's here. Yeah, you've never pulled the trigger during the first release. Yeah, I love it. I love this game.
Bide as a bowcaster. There will be ground combat. I will pay 4,000. What does it cost to recruit old Ponga Baba?
3.
3. Okay. I won't. In that case, I'll cycle that. Astromech Droid, another tech, but I've already got the tech I need. I will not. No, because I've already got my 2 jobs. Didn't need the gear. Don't need the ship. Oh, that is 0 cost, isn't it? That's a cargo. The Rebel Traitor. Except, of course, they'll try and kill me. No, so I'll not do any action
Okay.
there. I will have to do an encounter, and I'm going to try and get Ponda Baba on board.
Mm-hmm.
So
you first of all have to test strength because you get involved in a fight with him.
Yep, because of course we do.
Do you have strength?
Nope.
Okay, so you take 2 damage.
Smack, smack, smack. Ow, ow, ow.
And then you can spend 3 grand to recruit him.
Then I'll spend 3 grand to bring him on board. And discard Ponda Baba.
Ulrich here. Hi, Ulrich. Yeah, you can win while being defeated. I thought so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the rule.
Boom, boom, boom. Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
I stand up. I heal all of my damage. Oh, I was supposed to lose 3 grand when I got defeated.
Oh, yes.
Lose 3 grand. Is that going to be a problem? No. So I have to stay here. I'm going to buy the Mandalorian armor. I'm going to spend 6 grand and trade in the vibro knife. Right, new card gets revealed. It's a custom paint job. So you can buy a custom paint job for your ship. Yeah. Basically 10 grand, then another 10 grand, and get a fame or something like that. So,
Really just stoking the ego there.
I'm now going to encounter this. Greedo. Card number 12.
He's still intact.
Greedo has been hired by Jabba the Hutt to hunt down those who have wronged him. If you have negative Hutt reputation, no. If you have positive or neutral, you may test influence. If you pass, gain the crew below. I'm going to test influence. I have 2 influence. Yes. He's got stealth. So after you roll dice during ground combat, I can spend a grand to add a success. Excellent. Except I haven't got any money. But that's fine. Let's not worry about that. You'll go.
Right. There we go. So here I got a little bit smacked around.
Where do I need to go next?
But I think it's time to go and do the Kessel run.
All right. Okay.
It's gonna be risky, but I reckon it's worth it. So, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I should have moved the Imperial Patrol Force bases towards me. Ah. Okay. Slight change of plan. Just need to undo this.
Oh, because you knock them as well.
Yeah. I tell you what. Should we just say on my next turn I can't move and I have to fight the patrol?
Yeah. Rather than
fudging
I'm happy.
fudging that. So yeah, because they should have moved towards me, and I would have revealed a token, Ahsoka Tano, and then they would have attacked me, and that would have been my encounter instead of Greedo.
Gotcha. Yeah, just next turn, just jump.
I just won't move, and I'll recruit Greedo. I've kind of lost a turn, but
yeah, do the.
Sorry, next turn I'll recruit. I'll fight that.
Like that. Yeah, just saves us from.
I didn't want to fight that because.
Yeah, unfortunately, you've been annoying them quite
Yeah.
a lot. You managed to piss off both of the major galactic powers, so you're not doing too great over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Oops.
Action. No action. I shall go for there.
Stephen's here. Hi, Stephen. Thank you for joining in. No, your comment's visible. Yeah. Yeah. On public streams, when it says that you have to be a subscriber, it doesn't mean to Patreon. It just means to YouTube, and that's purely to block the chat bots. So yeah, you don't have to be a Patreon supporter to comment in the chat, as you can see.
I'm gonna cycle the ship deck.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see if I can get something with my current one, because I realised I have to do a bit of a fight later on. The Hound's Tooth is not best kitted out for combat. So
Just realised.
I shall cycle.
I'm going to gain a fame when I encounter that thing, even whether I win or lose.
I shall cycle the Jump Master. Oh, there we are. The Edgehawk class swoop carrier. 656. I think. Yes.
Going to buy it?
I am going. It's a little bit of a cost because I'm going to have to cash in something.
Yeah.
But because I know I'm hopefully about to get 2 more value.
Are you going to get rid of your extravagant wardrobe?
I'm trading in my extravagant wardrobe.
And your ship.
And my ship.
That's 30 grand's worth of stuff.
Yeah, it's a 5k loss,
Okay.
but it gets me the Edgehawk class, the other 25k
Right, the big one.
ship, the big one, which could take a second mod. So I might see if I can try and find some more guns because so it's now a 666. 3 gear. Oh yes, because it's gear, and gear.
Oh, so it can have gear.
Yep.
Ah,
This can take
interesting.
This can take a lot of gear. Or I might want the double mods for now, but yeah. Flipped over goes from 656 to 657, and you can raid planets, but that's not the key thing I need.
Nice.
Right, encounter. We are doing the Kessel run. Encounter card 46. Deep under the surface of Kessel is a rich vein of coaxium ore. You've been hired to steal some. Right. The Kessel run. The plan requires you to obtain some uniforms so the pikes will not notice you. Test tactics and then test knowledge. For each test you fail, your character suffers 1 damage. So, tactics, I've got extra strength.
Yep.
So we're fine. Knowledge. Knowledge I don't have, but I can take 1 hit, so I'll risk it as
You got it.
I got it.
You got a
Hooray.
critical success. So you did it.
Move on. You infiltrate the Pike's security office to find out whether the next shipment of Quaxim is scheduled to leave the planet. Test influence. If you fail, the job fails. Keep the job card. Influence is up. I have standard influence through Jin Erto. Can she sweet talk the Pike Syndicate? She can. She has influence, so that works. The shuttle doesn't have any guards, but its pilot is a hulking Gigoran. She doesn't seem happy to see you. Test strength. If you fail, your character suffers 1 damage. Repeat the step. But that's what I bought Ponda Baba along for. So this is not a combat; it's a strength test. I will use.
So you're using Jin's
Jin's
ability to turn the eyeball into success. Okay.
You finally dispatch the pilot, but with no one at the controls, the shuttle has gone into a nosedive back towards the planet's surface. Test piloting.
I just dropped your fame down for looting Lando's cloak.
Yep, I'm fine because I've got double piloting. We pull out the nosedive and escape. Stolen cargo full of coaxium ore. So, 10,000 cash.
2 fame.
2 fame. And remove the card from the game. Yum yum. And I've also managed to make an enemy of the Pike Syndicate. So win-win across the board. There's the Imperials are chasing you. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Huts like me, so they'll let me through. Back to you.
So I'm not going to move. And I don't think I'm going to do a market step. No, I think I'm happy with what I've got. So it's, do I want to cycle anything? That's the question. No, forget it. I'm not going to cycle anything. Save a bit of time. Right, we're going to encounter the patrol.
Yep.
So I've got 5.
He has 6.
But during space combat, I can re-roll one of my opponent's dice. If I have piloting or tactics... Oh.
I have, so...
Yeah, okay.
Can
I can re-roll 2 of my dice instead.
You can always call in that favour.
I could.
Re-roll 2 of yours or 2 of your opponents.
2 of my opponents.
Cool.
So I'm rolling 5. I've got 3. Okay, so I've rolled 3 successes.
Yep. It's rolling 6.
You're rolling 6.
So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Do you want to call in a favour to re-roll 2 of them, the 2 criticals?
Yeah. Go on then.
Yeah, it's gone.
Get to the point. So re-roll those 2, and please don't roll the same ones again.
I promise nothing. You.
Oh, well, that's lucky because that's only 3, and I got 3.
So you win.
So I win the fight, and because I've encountered a level 3 or level 4 Imperial Patrol,
Yes.
I gain a fame,
You've killed that one, which now means the Star
and that's
Destroyer-
another fame. So that's 2 fame.
Ooh, that's got you up.
The Star Destroyer appears. Where's the Star Destroyer?
It's there.
There.
So does it immediately come onto the first
Yeah.
step? So I need to go and have a fight with that and somehow win, because it's, for me, it's straight.
And if you do, you win
7.
again.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Fighter ship combat against a Star Destroyer, it counts as firepower 7. If you win the combat and you are not defeated, you win the game.
Right. There you
That is
go.
vicious. So I've got to try and find more gear and mods to sort of keep myself out with.
Well, you've
fire.
got 6. You might be lucky.
6.
You've got some rerolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be fine.
Reroll during a combat, during ground combat. Let's see how it goes.
You'll go.
But that's my.
Didn't I say in the beginning that you can't call in favours after rolling? You cannot call in favours after rolling. That is true. Yeah, that's true.
Except that that's a test which works after.
Still, I would have to call in the favour before you rolled.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm happy to let it pass this time.
Okay.
So, not just to get my favour back.
I probably would have done it, to be honest, because that was so critical. But yeah,
We'll assume you did it beforehand.
we'll say I did.
Thematically, I like the idea of you desperately calling me swinging in right at the
Yeah.
end, but we'll do it at the start.
Okay, your
Yes, my go. So,
I mean, you're 2 turns away from winning.
well,
I'm probably about 8.
I'm several turns away from winning.
I still haven't. Just so everybody knows, I still haven't done my first bounty that I got at the start of the game. I've never seen that done.
Hasn't happened.
Normally, in 3 or 4 turns, you do it, and I haven't even done it yet, which means I haven't done that. Which means I haven't done that. So yes, I'm well behind.
Let's go that away, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 friendly, 6, and then I will do a tech test to boost twice more and get to Tatooine.
Yep, that's been really useful. That.
Oh yeah, yeah. All good.
Yep, got it.
On Tatooine, let us do.
Do you want to buy something?
Yes.
Have you got 10 grand?
I've got 13 grand.
Do you want something that's going to give you fame? Oh, you don't need something that's going to give you fame. You need weapons,
Firepower.
ship
Yep,
weapons.
So I'm shipping cycling number 1.
Yep.
That's close combat. Don't need that.
Yeah, if it's green, it's
Burn it.
personal gear. If it's red, it's ship gear.
That's my second, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I will not buy anything because I don't. Although there is the thing that if I have, once I get to 3 gear, I gain a flame of the sheet, so it's possibly worth buying. But it is expensive. Ground combat. Actually, I may still be a trinity to do that, so I'll pay 6 to take the vibro axe. Yeah, so it's a free pre-conversion with that. And then nothing happens by the looks of it.
Nope.
Yeah, nothing moves.
Okay.
Encounter. There's Bib Fortuna, but I'll just encounter Tatooine. Tatooine, if you have positive hut reputation, I do. Okay. Jabba the Hutt receives information from pilots all over the Outer Rim. Choose a planet within 3 spaces of the Hutt patrol. You may simply look at each contact on the planet. So I guess to see what this is. Okay, can I see the...
Just tell us the card number. I'm not
Card
going to know what it is. Oh, 28. Oh, yeah, I know that.
Old 28. Oh, not so good now. But okay, good to know. Thank you. And that's the end of my turn.
Well, we know Bib Fortuna. Not Bib Fortuna. We know Garinden is here. I mean, he was there, but he swapped places with Bib Fortuna.
He's running away from you.
Yeah, it's going to take me ages to get him. We also haven't found Zit on Mudge. So the two people that I'm looking for, don't know where they are. And my cargo, where's Ryloth?
Ryloth
There.
is back.
Which is where Grindon is.
Yep.
Okay, so.
It's a double win, yeah.
Yeah. One. The huts love me. Right, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we could just go there, but no. I'll go Nal Hutter. Yeah, I don't have any cargo. I don't have anything like that. So we're just going to encounter this. The cartel is so rich that they probably won't notice a few missing credits, right? You may test tech. If you pass, get 4,000 credits. If you fail, lose a hook reputation. Sure. I don't have tech, but we'll see. So I failed, but once per skill test, I can re-roll one of my dice. Still failed. Lose a hook reputation.
Ouch.
Yeah, fine. Tried to steal some money from them.
And for some reason they got themselves all worked up about it.
Yeah. You'll go. I'm just
Can't
going
take
to
a
pop
joke, can they? Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, chat, you can keep me honest. So I've moved there. I'm going to cycle this deck to try and find more weapons. 1. Massive grenade launcher, but I don't need ground combat. 2. Jetpack. 3. Aha. An ion cannon. Yes, please. I will pay 5,000 to kit out my Hedgehawk with a ion cannon. And the rebels move 4 towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I encounter the Rings of Calais. It's a way for me to get loads of fame, and I don't need it. So, yep, I'll just put that at the bottom. Found a fancy ion cannon on the Rings of K, which lets me cancel a opponent's critical hit during combat.
Okay.
And then I encountered here, but it was just a way of getting more fame, so I didn't need it.
Yeah.
So I moved on.
My go?
Yep.
So I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shouldn't have landed on there. There isn't a quicker way.
Stop at the boo on the way.
Yeah, I don't want to. Can I call in a favour?
Yeah. What have you got?
I just need 1 movement point.
What can you offer?
Well, the problem is I offer you this. That's probably winning you the game, because you can then just call it back. I can't offer you very much, to be honest.
Yeah.
Other than this.
What is your sublight?
I mean, I can't give you equipment because we've got to be on the same space.
Oh, good.
Credits I can just transfer to you, but I don't have any credits.
So I can call in using the favour. What would it?
You can do one of the 4 things, and I can't refuse. And one of them is an extra dice in combat. So yeah, by doing this,
I think I've got your copy of the
favours are there on the back of that one.
Oh, there we are. It's right in front of me. Gain 1 of the skills. Roll 1 during a combat. Endorsement, plus reputation, or shortcut. I'm happy to offer you the shortcut, but yeah, I'll
Okay.
want that.
There you go.
Yep.
So I take the shortcut. I get to Ryloth.
Yep.
I deliver this. I get 5,000 credits and an imperial reputation.
Brown noser.
Yeah, but I've got the money. I can now pay for Greedo. That's the main thing. But as my encounter, oh look, Garindon. So instead of encountering it from here, I do this.
Yep.
So I'm going to fight him. So I've got Now, before I do that, as an action, this is a bit of a risk, but I'm actually going to rotate this. So as an action, I can rotate the bow rifle into a bow staff. So I only get 1 dice in ground combat instead of 3. But if I win, I get a fame.
Because you do it harder.
I'm doing it, yeah. So I've got 3. I've also not got my vibro knife anymore.
You got your fancy armor instead. So it gives you +3 hit
I've got
points.
7 hit points.
When you gain the reward from a bounty, you may
Reduce the credits to 0 to gain an additional fame.
so you got if you win this.
So actually, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that at all. Let's keep it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, come on, Gurinden. I've got 3 successes. It's not a skill test, so I can't use Maz. But I am going to spend 1 grand. After you roll dice in combat, I can spend 1 grand to add a success. So I have 4 successes.
And Gurinden, just 2 or 3?
3 dice.
3 dice. 4 successes, you said?
I got 4. You got 2.
2. You take him down.
So I take 2 damage. Okay, now, lots of things have happened. First of all, I've gained the reward from a... Well, I haven't. I am going to eliminate him.
Yep.
So it's 6,001 fame, but because of the Mandalorian armor, I'm going to reduce the credits to 0 to get 2 fame.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going to use the Mandalorian now. 6,001 fame. After you gain a reward from this card, I mark the goal, and I lose an Imperial reputation. Okay, because I'm going to get another fame from this, so I don't need to reduce the fame from that.
Yep.
That's basically extra hit points to stop me getting defeated. That's the plan.
Cool.
However, I don't think I've got time. I've still got to find Zit on Modge. Could be there, could be there, could be there, could be there. And then once I've done that, I then need to go to Big Fortuna. So it's basically random me trying to find the contacts.
Can I destroy that Star Destroyer before you?
Yes, your go.
Right. Well, once more onto the breach difference.
Ian's ordered the game.
More.
Yeah, it's very good, and the solo mode's really good as well.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to move into the Star Destroyer.
And then instead of doing that,
Yep.
you do that.
So I call in a favour.
Yeah.
You backing me up in this fight?
Apparently.
So I get another +1 up to my combat value is 7, same value as it.
Yeah.
I've got Jin and I've got the iron cannons. So 7, 5. So yeah, 5 base, 6 for the quads, 7 from you backing me up.
Sticking with the pointy end.
That's 1, 2,
You did good.
3, 4,
5. There's an
Activate Jin. 6,
7.
7.
Yeah.
So I've scored 7. It now has a go. No.
1.
1.
So which is the bigger total?
Actually, it's not. I expect my iron cannon to make that 0.
7 versus 0.
7 versus 0.
Is that a win?
Yeah. So
There you go.
If you win the combat, you are not defeated. You win, didn't take any damage taking out a Star
Well played.
Destroyer.
Well played. It's an awesome game. I absolutely love it. I don't do very well at it, but it's just so good.
flying around the ship, making it bigger. It's just, there's something fun about that kind of game.
Mm.
Bigger ships and loading up a crew and gear and doing.
I caught up on my fame in the end because you'd got to wait and I was on 3.
Yeah.
Where was he? There he is. That's where I was going to go next.
Yep. Yeah. So at the end, Jin Urso and Hera Syndulla
Yeah.
take out a Star Destroyer. I'm guessing the most cunning of means must be like a direct strike against the bridge and it crashes into something.
Getting Jin
Yep.
was
She was really useful.
essential, but it's really hard to get, isn't it?
Yeah, she was difficult.
Cost you a lot of money.
Yes, I had to see. No, I had the right combination here.
That was it. You had to have positive rebel and negative Imperial.
Yep.
And then she goes, "Oh, you're all right. I'll come and join you."
She jumps on board, and then so that's been really.
That was a lucky
helpful.
find. Yeah.
Yeah. Chopper helped out with the additional movements.
The tech.
Yeah.
That was a brilliant card for your tech.
Yeah.
And Ponda Baba giving you the strength that you needed to get the job, which got you the extra fame.
Yep. Which then gets kits and then just the extra gear. So then
So,
in and.
One turn I would have gone here and found it on Modge, which is where I was going to go next.
Yeah.
Hopefully would have beaten him up. And then after I'd done that, I would have had to... I'm just going to have a look at what this card is. I think then as an action, I gain card 97. And 97 says, it's a bounty. If a player without the galaxy's most feared ambition sheet gains this card, discard it. Oh, so literally this is a special card only for that. I need to eliminate Bib Fortuna. He's got 7, and if I win, I win the game. Me getting 7 is actually very, very tricky. Because Hondo is not designed for
that maybe
ground combat.
Maybe wasn't the best.
No, but I thought I'd take it, and I thought I'd do some bounty hunting. The only way it was going to work is for me to deliver loads of cargo in order to get the money to buy the super. And to be honest, I got one of the best weapons and some of the best armor.
You were pretty heavily kitted out at the end. So.
But I didn't need that armor in the end,
Yeah.
because that armor is great for gaining fame. Ideally, there would have been maybe another weapon in here. No. Okay, so there's only one super weapon from the
super fancies,
the legend deck, whatever it is, which is the bow rifle. Anybody who knows the game, am I right? Is that the best one? I mean, I've got Greedo, so he can add a success. I think what I was going to do was maybe go and recruit Black Cranston, because he's going to give me, because I had the money at that point.
Yeah, that's just an extra +2.
Okay, there's an MPL 57 grenade launcher, which is +2 in the normal deck, but it's hard to find.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of cards in this deck now. 8 grand, 5 grand, 5 grand.
Loading up in that definitely was helped with the final Sardashura roll was perhaps not the most ideal.
What, 7-0?
Yes, 7-0.
So the other good thing with playing this with 3 or 4 players, despite the fact that it takes longer, is you can have players going, oh, well, wait a minute. If I got Chopper, for example, and he was part of my crew, you could have said, look, that's a really good character for me. How about we meet up and trade?
Yeah.
So what you end up with is not everybody just playing their own solo game, but you actually end up with more interaction between the players in terms of swapping crew members or gear or anything like that, which means you're not prone to the, I need to keep searching through the deck until I find the one thing I'm looking for.
Then you can trade.
Somebody else controls it as well.
Interesting, yeah, my secret, when I drew early on.
Oh, yeah.
The Rebellion is looking for new recruits. As an action, choose another player in your space who has neutral rebel reputation. They can take 10,000 credits and 1 rebel rep. If they do, I gain a fame.
Nice.
So it's a way...
You try, yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing about this game that I really like, which was something that I just thought of and then forgot straight away. Oh, yeah. The other thing that hurt me. You weren't bounty hunting at all. So you weren't flipping these over. So normally, there's another player who's also bounty hunting. So they're also flipping the tokens over. You weren't flipping the tokens over.
I was focusing on the jobs.
Yeah, so I was relying on the tokens being flipped over from these. But yeah, not getting Garinded until pretty much the last turn of the game.
Yeah, him switching out for Bib was just that was just random. It was
he was. Yeah, we didn't know that was going to happen. But yeah, so I don't know how many times I've played this game now. Probably about 10, which might not seem a lot, but it is a lot for me.
It's a heavier game as well.
It is. It's slightly longer.
Yeah,
it's great at 2 player.
It's longer. Yeah.
3 is my optimum number. 4 is
slow.
4 is slow. 4 takes a long time.
You get that drawback of you get the good player interaction, but it just gets
the downtime.
A lot of downtime.
The downtime.
There's a lot of thinking into it's great reading out all these cards, but it's like, yeah, someone's now got to go and do a 5-stage mission with blurb and retests.
So yeah, 2 players in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and you can play it solo in probably about 90 minutes. We played a 3-player game of this a few weeks ago. probably in about 3 hours, something like that. But you can play to, I mean, we played to 8 fame today, which is what's recommended if you're playing Ambitions. If you don't play Ambitions, the recommendation is 10. If you want the longer game, you can play to 12. To be honest, it's not that much extra longer. Not that much extra longer. Not that much longer extra.
You were good today, don't you?
Because, you know, I had something here that gained me 2 fame when I did it.
Yeah.
And then you probably had a thing that gained you an extra fame. Once it starts to grow...
When you get the really powerful, you've got the powerful ship and the powerful cards, you can do the powerful missions that get you a lot of fame quickly. Yeah. But
from a thematic game, it's great. So, for the record, I believe Star Wars Rebellion is probably the best Star Wars game. But this is my favourite. It's my favourite, but I think Star Wars Rebellion is the better game. To be honest, having played both today, I love both of them. And it's really difficult because they're very, very different games. This is your sandbox smuggling, bounty hunting, and the other one is basically the films. If you are interested in watching a playthrough of Star Wars Rebellion, that happened earlier on today. It is on the channel now. And also, this afternoon... if you are a Patreon supporter, we basically played the Star Wars, the card game, the old one from Fantasy Flight Games. That was a Patreon-only stream, so if you're a Patreon supporter, if you're on the Slack channel and you want to watch us play Star Wars, the card game, you can. But yeah, we're done. Thank you very much, Rob, for joining me today. Just before we disappear, this is the last of, I think, 12 live streams over the last 4 days. I've been... burning the midnight oil for the last 4 days. I've done about 12 live streams. I've lost track, to be honest, how many I've done. But none of them were sponsored by any publishers. All of the advertising revenue goes to charity. And the only way I'm able to keep doing this is thanks to the support of the Patreon campaign. So if you are one of my Patreon supporters, thank you very much for supporting me and allowing me to carry on doing this. And if you're not one of my Patreon supporters but you want to join, thank you. You get access to the community. You get access to some bonus playthroughs. You get access to vote on what I've done. But if you're interested, the games that I've done live streams for over the last 4 days. Thursday night, White Castle with the expansion. That's on the channel if you want to go and watch it. Friday, I did... What did I do on Friday? Lost track now.
We did...
We did SETI in the evening with Rob and Chris, and I played the Anarchy solo in the afternoon. On Saturday, I did 4 live streams. I did... Marrakesh solo in the morning, as voted on by Patreon supporters. I did Terraforming Mars solo with the new Automata bot. That was also voted on by Patreon supporters in the afternoon. And I did a bonus Patreon playthrough of Mythwind. And I also did a bonus Patreon playthrough of me playing Concordia Digital. And then today, Sunday, Star Wars Rebellion this morning, Star Wars the card game this afternoon, Star Wars Outer Rim this evening. Now that's not it for me. I'm playing Agamonia tomorrow, but that's not going to be live streamed. So it's been an epic 5 days. And to be honest, I had the same feeling as I had from Bacon. I came back from Bacon, spent 4 days playing games. Every one of them was great. I've spent 4 days playing games, and every one of them has been great. I haven't played a bad game in the last 4 days. It's just been a really, really good few days. I think I might need to lie down after this. But yes, thank you very much to everybody for watching. Thank you, Rob, again. We'll see you next time. Cheers all. Bye-bye.